Welcome back, everyone, to episode 18 of the No Nonsense Sports Podcast. Sorry for no episode last week. We had some technical difficulties. To make it up to you guys, we got a banger coming to you guys. Here today with the crew, plus a longtime friend of ours, Matt Stevens. Got a Dallas fan here. He's going to talk to us about what seems to be going right down there in Dallas. To start the day off, we're going to go straight into some big injuries that happened this week. None of us hit our leg last week on the lay.
It was a rough one.
It was not a good one for sure. We got a new starting quarterback over there in Pittsburgh. We'll give you guys a new parlay for this week and go into our pick'em games from last week and then our new ones this week. Starting it off, let's go ahead and talk about Tua down there in Miami. It's probably one of the scariest injuries we've seen since Shazier, I would say. Glad to see it wasn't as serious, and he did get to get out of the hospital, and everything turned out all right.
I was gonna say, what's his status now? Because I saw he got the go ahead to fly back with the team and whatnot.
He's
but
not
they already
playing
canceled. Yeah, they already said he's not playing this week. But going forward, do you see him missing more than 1 week?
Well, concussion protocol. He's out 3 weeks. I mean,
that's what it is now.
Right, they ain't not following it this time.
He's not playing.
Well,
There's no
they
way he's
fired
not
that doctor that was.
They fired a few personnel, I believe, on staff.
They're fall guys.
The second they went into the investigation, whoever the unbiased partisan is that does the new concussion protocol, they immediately fired. Just get out, go. I don't know how long he's actually out for. I know Wes Schweitzer, we just put him on short-term IR for a concussion, which is 2 weeks. So that's what they're looking at him for now is concussion. So I'm assuming it's that. But either way,
I mean, how do you think they're gonna do without him? I mean, I don't know who they play these next 3 weeks, but
Jets.
Well, I'm telling you right now. I got him a little preview to the pick. I got him losing this week to the Jets.
Okay.
I like the Jets corners, and I mean, Sauce has been balling the fuck out. Reed looks really good, and Teddy made one throw after Tua went down, and after that looked very meh. So I like the Jets. I like what Zach Wilson brings.
Yeah, we'll see.
8 for 24. You like that?
I like game-winning drives. You know what I mean?
Back-to-back ones.
That's what I like. Against a good defense.
What do you mean back to back?
He had back-to-back drives to win the game.
Like his last 2 drives.
His last 2 drives were scoring drives.
But like you said, it was rough before that.
It was.
Yeah.
Obviously knocking some rust off. Didn't play. Didn't have much OTAs. Played one quarter in the first preseason game and went down. So didn't get much work. Wasn't practicing. Like we knew he was gonna come out slower. Like I don't think anybody expected him to come out and torch it up. But
sure. Yo, Matt, I know you said you had a lot to say about that Tua situation.
Back to Tua, I have a hot take on a side of the coin that I don't think anybody thinks about or sheds any light to, because I'm definitely conspiracy theorist. So you could call me the Alex Jones of sports after I say this. But who's to say that? Well, again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how accurate this could even be. But can you tell apart concussion from Sunday 4 days later? Can they actually take a scan and be there are 2 separate injuries? Or could someone have gotten into his ear and been take a fall, you'll be the face of concussion protocol, blah, 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 blah. You're going to sue the league and get paid. He could literally
I mean, I didn't even think of it like
never
that.
Play a down again and be better off than he's ever been playing football. I'm just thinking out loud. Again, I don't want to say that and have people think that I'm saying the injury's fake. Because
right.
by no means am I saying that. And if I'm way in left field, which I probably am, I hope he's good and everything. But I don't know, at this day and age, I just feel you can't even overlook anything. And
I hear that.
And all it takes is one lawyer to call him and be yo, dog, fall down.
Yeah. I mean, now that you say that, I'm just sitting here wondering why he isn't taking legal action because
I've seen so many people.
That doctor got fired for a reason
immediately too. Once the investigation started, he was immediately terminated.
Yeah,
Anthony just said that's the fall guy. What if they were thinking that before the injury?
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I mean, everyone who saw the original game against it was the Bills when he went down. That motherfucker was concussed.
They said it was a back injury.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
like,
like
come
what
on
he was
now.
saying. The
Yeah.
motherfucker stood up, shook his head, and was like, "Where am I?" and fell down.
And they threw him back in the game.
Yeah, that's not your back.
Yeah, I'd be owning the Dolphins right
Came
now.
back in after
He's
half.
got to own the league.
Yeah,
It's
I
just-
agree.
that-
I've been saying the same shit.
That was a
But I
scary
will,
injury,
I
though.
will say this though. I saw a couple interviews where reporters are asking Mike McDaniels if he knew anything and threw him out there. This has nothing to do with the coach, right? Like he's not a doctor. Like Matt said, we're not doctors. We don't like everything we're saying is speculation. When the doctor and an unbiased partisan come to you and say, "Hey, it wasn't a concussion. He fucked his back up, but he's good to go." I mean, shit. I'm
So
throwing
he's
my
supposed to-
starter.
Well, I mean,
I feel you, but to your point, Donna, this is where it's like y'all don't think you have to be a doctor to watch what happened that day and be like, he's not going
Okay,
in the fucking
but-
game. Like,
Right, but it's easy
There's
for
a-
us,
what the
easy for
doctor
us
said.
to say that. But what if
There's
a
a
doctor has
yeah.
explanations to why that happened? Because none of us can sit here and say what happens if you fucking pinch a nerve or slip something in your spine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your spine
Fair.
controls everything. So he could have just did something weird and was like, "Oh shit," and lost. You know what I mean?
Dude,
So-
Matt, I actually agree with you, bro. Because you know what this reminds me of? Remember when Tyrod Taylor was a starting quarterback and that dude
Punctured lung.
punctured his lungs? He didn't sue the shit out of him. I would have sued the shit out of him. And it's like
Yeah.
he lost his job.
Yeah,
he never
that's
started
crazy.
after
in
that.
in Los Angeles, right? Well, San Diego at the time.
Yeah, and when
Chargers, yeah.
Herbert came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
leading up
It's-
to the game, I saw. I couldn't tell you how many people who I mean, again, like their Twitter says MD, so like they're claiming to be some sort of like doctor, and they were talking about literally, I mean, spelling it out like if this happens, this is exactly what I would do, and yada yada yada. So I'm like, I'm not the only person that thought it, and I mean, I'm thinking this after I'm reading this and it happens. Like they literally prophesized like what happens. That's what I'm
but
saying.
here's what. So I was watching a podcast. These guys, they play in the NFL, right? So before the season, apparently they get all the players there on iPads going through fucking tests just in case you were to ever have a concussion, right?
Mhm.
So, and that's every year before the season they have to do this. So apparently, obviously Tua did that, and then once he was hit, they had him go take the iPad, whatever. He passed the test, and apparently there was still they still examined him, whatever, and he passed. And that's why he went back into the game. It was like they saw nothing to where they shouldn't have put him back in.
Just from taking that little test on the
Yes.
iPad.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the way they do, I mean, it's the NFL. It's not like they can't afford something.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
whatever
a better
whatever
protocol.
whatever their protocols are, I'm sure are
That's
top
out the
notch,
window.
right? Because
It's
Yeah.
gonna change.
head
Yeah,
injuries,
they
they've
announced
been-
it yesterday. They're changing it.
Their head injuries, they've been so trying to get it right for so long now to prevent CTE. Like you see the training camp videos, they were the fucking condoms
Guardian
on
caps.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
Like,
It's like they're making the right steps forward. So I thought but this is a step back now.
yeah, bro. And I don't know. I don't like Matt
But here's
said,
the-
anybody who wasn't a doctor, you
We
saw the
just talked
motherfucker
about it,
stand
like-
up and fall.
Like last week, you're a professional athlete. You just passed these tests. You don't think someone came to you and said, "Are you like once you pass
you
these tests,
sure?
are you good? You're being paid
Right.
millions of
Mm-hmm.
dollars. You as a competitor, there's no way if you feel like you're good that you're not going back in that game."
I agree.
Right, but again,
I feel
okay,
that.
so we talked about that when it was the Justin Herbert injury, but at the same thing to what I was saying, someone gets paid millions of dollars to make that decision. I don't think
Right.
Herbert should have went back in, and I don't think Tua should.
Yeah, someone gets paid to take you through those tests. He passed those tests.
right, and then your head coach gets paid millions of dollars to be like, "Am I going to risk my franchise?"
Yeah,
Again,
for
with
sure.
Rest of
Tua,
the season.
Tua's is different because you can't look at somebody and see a head injury, right? Like unless
Yes.
they're out there just and fucking shit up. But with Herbert, you saw this man; he couldn't move, bro. Like
Yeah.
get out.
Well,
But
that's
with
why I
Tua,
think with
head
like
injuries are hard to tell. Like
the head injury
to Matt's
thing-
original point, I don't know if you can test to see if there was ever a concussion on Thursday to what happened on Sunday. Or Sunday to Thursday. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
a way to tell when a concussion happened.
I don't think you can, and so that's why I guess that would my like conspiracy would only work if you couldn't, because then they could just like if you
Oh
could
yeah, and again,
separate
I don't
them,
even
then-
think you can do a scan. I mean, because you can't scan for CTE until you're dead.
But
So
the more I learn about like brains, and again, my little knowledge, it's like I feel like concussions can literally affect each and every single one of us completely differently at
Absolutely.
different stages at different times. So like to have one universal test to test how many players in the league, that clearly
That's
like,
what I
again,
don't agree with.
we
Yeah.
talk they talk about how much they care and all these things that they're putting in, but like dead ass, I'm as a fan, like, do I necessarily want to see that? No, like obviously you want to watch like the exciting games and whatnot, but it's like screw a test. If you have a head injury, you're out for the game. Like you can't go back in. I don't know. Like if you really cared, you'd put those places or those like measures in to avoid any possibility of a situation like this ever occurring.
The only issue with that is quarterbacks are being slammed on the ground 10,
Crazy.
15
I- no,
times
I
by
hear it, like-
300-pound
I hear it.
guys multiple times a game. They're smacking their heads repeatedly. So
But yeah,
every time they smack their head, we can't just say
They're
take them
done.
out of the game.
No, I
the
don't- I
the
didn't
rosters
say
would
that.
be the rosters
Washington
would
would not
150
have a
deep.
quarterback right now.
Yeah.
Period. As much as our motherfuckers are getting hit, we just wouldn't have one left. Next injury, big injury. Javonte Williams out for the year, ACL, and I saw originally it was ACL and MCL, but it looks like after the MRI it was just the ACL.
In LCL.
LCL, yeah.
That
And
sucks.
I would say either
yeah.
way, that sucks.
Did anybody watch the Did we watch the Broncos game?
I
Again,
didn't.
what it-
Yeah, I was
it a
watching.
Was it non-contact?
And I
He-
believe.
I thought he just planted.
Yeah, he just planted. He got up and walked, and then like
Yeah.
fell on the grounding and like looked at it, and he was like, "All right, it's done."
I would say I tore my ACL like the second he planted. I just saw him like jump and then hold it. I literally looked at Trent and I was like, "Yo, like."
I mean,
he-
yeah, same thing.
did
That's
his
why I
thing.
want to know if it was non-contact. I didn't get to watch, but you saw Odell's non-contact. You saw Sterling Shepard the week before non-contact.
Well, that's when they call that.
Now
That's like the
Javonte
turf
Williams-
monster, right?
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
So that's
Yeah.
I'm leading into this. Do you guys think the NFL should just get rid of fucking turf? You see, most leg injuries now are becoming non-contact, ruining careers. Well, just go back to fucking grass.
I mean,
Either
I've
get
never. I never played on turf, so I don't know.
It's
I'd have to ask
concrete.
like one of you guys. That like
either
Johnny,
get
I'm sure you
rid of
have.
turf
Matt.
or like I'm looking in.
I love turf.
I love turf too, like from a playing, but like I'm looking in Trent's little like screen behind him. It literally looks like I can't even tell what number he is, but he's wearing cleats like right above Trent's shoulder. You can't wear cleats on turf. Like there's a certain shoe that you can actually wear on turf. So I feel like again, you almost have to put in like if we're gonna have turf, you can't wear this like type of shoe because the cleat is
Yeah.
what will like.
I mean,
clamp-
you see the linemen a lot of times. They're the only ones you really see wearing turf cleats.
And I feel like you just have to make them all wear turf because I don't ever want to play on it like with a player cleats ever again.
I mean, I agree. I think they should go back to grass. But there's
They
so
wanna
much
pay the
upkeep
for that.
with like
Right, but again, these facilities make millions and millions of dollars.
And most of them are in domes, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say most of them.
No, not
Well,
most.
Like
All
a-
right, I guess
like a
I'm
quarter.
The
tripping.
newer ones are going.
I
that
wouldn't
way,
even
but-
say a quarter, bro. You got Minnesota.
Superdome, Dallas.
You got Dallas. Yeah,
A
Dallas.
few.
You got,
My bad. A few.
the Saints.
Yeah.
Arizona,
Is
And
it
Arizona. Yeah.
SoFi?
Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
Well, either
Whoa,
way,
Vegas is in a dome.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like a super ship.
it's
like a
crazy. It looks like Darth
Oh,
Vader.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's like
I didn't know LA was. I didn't know LA was domed either.
Yeah, it's like a spaceship.
See, that's weird because obviously it rains twice, 2 times a year out in Vegas. Confused as to why they.
But
would have
again,
a
to what they're
dome.
saying, I think the newer stadiums will all kind of take
Yeah.
the weather. Well, and that's trash because they're like, what if they all did that and then weather's just not an issue?
Well, I think they also do it for the other events that are always held there, where they can
Like
have
concerts and stuff.
climate control and stuff.
Yeah.
I just think in a venue when you can like guarantee a set temperature, you probably can just somehow like do more with it.
See, I like what Dallas did being able to open it up because imagine if you were
Yeah.
Buffalo and you can pick.
You
and
can
choose,
do that at SoFi, I
and
believe.
you,
They have
and
the
you
same
can
like
pick and choose.
interchangeable.
Like you're
Well,
playing
that
Miami.
plays to their advantage though.
You're playing Miami. Bet it's snowing. We're leaving that motherfucker.
Yeah, oh yeah,
open.
right.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like get up here and play in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
well,
But
back to that. That sucks for him and the Broncos because their offense was already struggling. I saw today, Melvin Gordon has fumbled in every game.
Yeah.
So
leads
four
the league.
fumbles, 4 fumbles in 4
yeah,
games.
so I'm excited to see how they're gonna respond on Thursday. They got the Colts, right?
Yeah, they're gonna respond with Latavius Murray running that backfield. You guys, I don't know if you guys watched him.
They signed him.
Yeah, they signed Latavius Murray. I don't know if you guys watched him this past weekend. Up there running over the Vikings, but he looked good. He looked like he hasn't lost a step yet. He looks like he's ready to hit the
So
ground.
he's not gonna come in and be the starter over Melvin Gordon. though,
Melvin
right?
Gordon will get more
No.
touches, but Latavius, and I'm not even saying this week.
I mean,
'cause
basically,
it
aren't they the
takes
same
time to
back?
takes time to learn a playbook.
Aren't they like the same
But-
play style? No.
I mean, now I wouldn't say so. But
No?
I mean,
Melvin's definitely got the step on him. But again, you bring him in and he's literally just there like, yo, drop the ball again and he's coming in for you. Like, keep giving the ball up because, I mean, the Broncos lost. He fumbled the ball right back for 6, and they lose the game because of it. Like, he fumbled on the 1-yard line against Seattle, lost that game. You know what I mean? Like, it's just getting to be too consistent with him. And it's like every time he fumbles, it leads to points. So, can't have it. Just can't have it. I also saw something about waiver wires for everybody out there. They like the guy Boone.
Where's he from?
I don't fucking remember. Hold on. Pull it up.
and what's that sweatshirt you got on, man? You
It's just a
Bulls
rock.
Just a rock.
fan?
A rock.
Yo, speaking of Melvin Gordon, I felt bad for him.
Dwayne.
After the game, he was like crying and shit on the podium, and he just like left. He didn't even answer any questions.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hold on to the fucking football.
Literally.
Fuck you
and
crying
he's never
for?
had that issue.
Right,
and then all of a sudden,
bro.
yeah,
Well, that's probably why he was
Years.
so upset though. If he's never dealt with like
yeah, man.
fumbling issues
Mike
and he's had
Boone,
one
Trent.
every game.
His name's
Mike
Mike
Boone.
Boone. He's from
Is he
Cincinnati.
from the- Oh, okay.
That can be a lot of pressure that you put on yourself, and
He had
but
3
once you like
carries for 20 yards.
analyze it like that, though, then he's just gonna be in his head every time he gets
Mentally,
it.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
for
He
sure.
needs
Yeah.
to have short-term memory with that.
Yeah, but to Anthony's
They need to get
point,
him a
it is-
tutty.
I think he had
So,
like
I
3 or
mean-
4 years in the Chargers. I think he had 1 fumble in like 3 seasons. Like,
Yep.
this isn't.
That's what you get paid to do. I mean, to me, it's different being like a receiver or quarterback. And you can't help dropping the ball if he's not put in a good spot or whatever. But you get paid to just hold on to a fucking football. And
Oh, see, I
run.
look at it the same way. Like, the best receiver to me was DeAndre Hopkins. I don't care what anybody had to say. The year where he didn't drop a pass, he was the best receiver. Like, your job is to catch the football. He did his job the best. Like,
Yeah, but you can't help your quarterback.
no, and
not
I agree.
putting
Like,
it.
and obviously sometimes you have drops that aren't on you, and quarterbacks get incompletions and interceptions that aren't on them. Like,
Yeah.
but when it comes to a running back fumbling the ball, it's like the defense wanted it more than you wanted it. Like, he took it from you. He is now your father.
9 times out of 10, when you watch it, I swear that like you can see that they're not even gripping it right. So it's honestly not even like they wanted it more. It's like you're not actually just doing your job in like protecting this ball going through the hole.
Who's the Ravens corner? Is it
Mark
Humphrey?
Spears.
Humphrey.
Humphrey.
Yeah,
that man
yeah.
punches every time he's going for something. You just right at the ball every time. Fucking, I think he did it this past week, didn't he?
I don't know. I was watching on Red Zone. I didn't see that.
You didn't see it. Another injury, and this one's actually again turf related. Treylon Burks was carted off, just turf toe. No surgery, but he is gonna miss a couple weeks. What do you think that does to the Titans? Who, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but Derrick Henry's struggling.
Struggling. He went off last week.
Turning it up last couple weeks.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, last week he went
He
off.
struggled the
Yeah.
first 2 games, really.
Yeah, he went crazy,
Yeah.
bro. What you talking about?
Derrick,
You were
okay,
you were
okay.
definitely at that wedding because you missed that.
Okay, yeah.
And
Derrick Henry is struggling to Derrick Henry standards.
no, he just
He's
had a
not even
monster
top
Maybe
week.
4
5 in
games
rushing.
into a season, I feel you, but that's where we don't have enough time. Like the
Bro.
first 2 games, what Johnny said, he was struggling. The last 2 games, I feel like he's kind of like went back into natural
And-
form.
And you can say struggling. Most of those games they were playing from behind. They can't just feed him the ball when they got to put up points in a hurry.
Yeah, he had
You
like
know
almost
what I mean? So
he had almost
Think about
150
how
yards.
bad Tannehill was playing. And
Fair enough.
did you see his stats this week?
To my
in the second game? I don't know what he did this past game.
but to
Run
my
his stats
point,
to me, Trent. What are they?
without
I got
yeah,
you. Hold on.
yeah,
He had
without,
almost 150 total purpose yards and a touchdown. And he had 22 carries and 3 catches.
He had a
Like
receiving
3
touchdown, I think, didn't
because
he?
he's running them over.
I thought he did, but I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't say he did.
I swore he caught that shit out of the backfield.
So did I.
I
know.
thought I was a swing pass too. I saw that highlight.
So he had 22 carries for 114 yards, 5.2 average per carry, a touchdown, 3 receptions, and I don't know the stats for that.
33 yards, but no touchdown.
Okay,
I think that's a
because
solid.
I know my boy that has him in fantasy was hyped. I feel like that's the game he needed, and I feel like with Trayvon Burks going out, they're just going to be relying on the run. even more now.
Okay,
They got-
so
they got Robert
yeah,
Woods?
He had 80 yards on 82 yards on 21 attempts, 3.9. 25 yards on 13 attempts, 1.9. 20 attempts, 85 yards, 4.3. 22 for 114, 5.2. So he is getting better, but still, it's not. I mean, the 22 for 114, I'm not going to knock that from Derrick Henry. I mean, especially with him actually getting receiving work.
I mean, that's 5 yards of carry.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Can't
not
knock that.
going to knock that. But to a guy that we've seen hold a rushing title 4 weeks after injury, getting 150, 160 yards per game to now only have 1 in 4 games, you're not going to sit here and tell me.
Here's the thing.
They played bum ass Indianapolis when he did this.
Listen.
Like that's a good defense.
Listen,
Dak,
here's the thing. You were
Darius
swearing
Leonard, Shaq
up
Leonard
and
went out.
down that Jonathan Taylor was better. Look at his stats compared to Derrick Henry's. He had one good game where he went for a buck, 156. Since then, I don't think he scratched 80 yards.
Yeah, there's one good game for $156 was last week.
No, it was fucking week 1.
Was it week 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. That team sucks ass right now though.
Yeah, the Colts are terrible.
Yeah.
They have a bottom. They have a bad. No one thought their offensive line was going to look the way it does either. Like they went from having a top 5 rushing offensive line to being didn't look at it, but I want to say bottom 10. Like it's Quentin Nelson and nobody else on that offensive line right now. I swear. But yeah, I don't know.
Derrick Henry just lost his number 1, top offensive lineman too. Taylor torn ACL out for the year.
Yeah, and here's what I will say. He did this against the Colts, so I'm gonna.
I think he's going to do this against the Commanders this week too.
I don't.
Well, I mean, of course you're going to say that, but
I mean, here's the reason why I'm gonna say that, right? Because we talked about it last week that didn't get out. Obviously, again, apologies for that. But I said if Washington lost to Dallas, I would start to panic. If we lose to the Titans this week,
Before the game.
Shut up. If we lose to the Titans this week, we will be 1-4 in a division where everybody's the most losses anybody has is 2. So it's gonna be hard for us to climb back in that. But against Philly, they were up 24-0. What do you do when you're up that much? You run the shit out of the football, right? Except for they couldn't run against us.
I hear you there, but think about
against Dallas, we held Zeke and Tony. Statistically, I didn't get to watch the game, but statistically, we held them both. So if we're looking good against the run, and I'm not worried about Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball. They only have Robert Woods.
To me, that sounds good, but think about when we had Clay on, and he said something along the lines of Zeke giving you guys $150, and you said not going to happen. We're what, top 5, top 10 in rush defense.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
And then the very next week, was it the Lions came out and gave you fucking hell on the ground?
Yeah, the Lions came out and we gave up like 250 yards rushing, but we gave up a 60-yard run to DeAndre Swift and a 75-yard to Ramon-Ra St. Brown.
Still
we
yards.
gave up 120 yards on 2 plays. The rest of the game, they hit 80.
Okay,
and I get it.
That's not that it can't happen again.
I get it. Big plays happen.
Yeah,
but
the last going to happen again.
Last 2 weeks, we played Philly, who is a top 5 rushing offense, held them. We played Dallas, and Zeke and Tony had just went crazy against the Giants.
I hear that, but to me, they're not Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's above.
I hear that too, but against the Titans, we can load the fucking box because we don't got a CeeDee Lamb to worry about. Like,
Robert Woods.
We don't have an Amon-Ra. Robert Woods has had 1 game over 40 yards all season.
Well, this could be his game.
He'll probably do that to Washington because we can't guard anybody. But yeah, no. We'll see if Derrick Henry does it again this week.
Got a lot to look for.
Okay. But I mean, like I said, we'll talk about Derrick Henry here soon.
I just don't understand. I'm surprised you're like sleeping on him a little bit. I feel like
I'm not sleeping on him. I'm sleeping on the Titans. I don't think the Titans are a good team. And
I've been sleeping on your own team because it's not too long ago I heard we could be 4-0. Then all right, we'll be 2-2. You're on pace to win less games than that guy Taylor Heineke had you win last year. As of right now, you're on pace to.
Okay, so and you're right, and that's why I said we need like this. This to me is our must win because we play the Titans. Here's how
you got Chicago, Green Bay.
Here's how I have the schedule going. We play the Titans. Like I said, must win. So I'm giving it to us. Desperation. And I sent Matt the stat because he was gonna come out here with his parlay pick was gonna be the Titans. as road favorites.
I actually was gonna take the Titans spread, but I did
Yep.
switch it up.
And I sent him, I was like, look, road dog or home dogs at a spread at 3 or less win outright
Yeah, send me some probability stats.
at 59%. Like anything over 60, anything around 60% is good odds. And at 59% of the time, the home dog at 3.5 or less wins outright. So I like that. So and again, I don't like the Titans. So we beat the Titans. We're now 2-3. Then we got the Bears, and we're 3-3. And then we have a 10-day rest to play the Packers.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't care
Don't
about
do
rest
it.
or
Don't
anything.
Back to this.
Look, you see how he
Right
trying to make
back
it
to
sweet
this.
too. He
on,
said you have a
I'm breaking
10-day
it down.
rest.
I'm breaking it down to you as a fan.
Yeah, we
10-day
know.
rest.
We have a 10-day rest. Chase Young is projected to be back that week. That's a big part of our defense we've been missing. It's a big part. Johnny, you know the dog he is, being an Ohio State guy. Big part of our defense. I still think we lose that game. Right? We're 3-4.
I think so too.
Then we got the Vikings. We're 3-5.
We all.
We're 3-5.
Okay.
We're 3-5.
All right.
Then we play Philly. And what did I tell you was gonna happen in Philly?
That's not happening.
But I said it. We are gonna go. I've been vocal about this since the start of the season. We go into Philly and we beat Philly.
No,
I've been saying that.
Not happening.
Okay, Matt, shut up.
I'll bet you
Go
a
into
amount
Philly.
of money, bro.
We go
You
into
told me
Philly.
you were gonna come into Dallas and beat Dallas.
I did say that. I can't believe. Again, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what happened. But the fact that the most penalized team in sports only had 3 penalties all game is crazy as fuck. So I can't wait to watch that game.
So that's what we're saying now. Is what we're doing.
I mean, no, we got smacked, so we didn't lose to the refs. But the most penalized team in sports had 3 penalties. Like, come on now, that's fucking ridiculous. They didn't just flip a switch and stop committing penalties. Anyway,
we actually didn't.
okay, yeah. Anyway, so we beat Philly, so now we're 4-6. No, 4-5. 4-5. Falcons. Texans.
They can score.
Yeah, no, and Washington is so bad. I'm saying these games that we could win. Every game, everybody looking at Washington is thinking we could win. Like, not one of these games, except for maybe the Bears, would I break my TV if we lost, because we don't look good. But as a fan, like I said, we played the Falcons. That's a winnable game. We played the Texans. It's a winnable game. We played the Giants. I know they're 3-1 right now, but that's not sustainable. Like, they beat the bum-ass Panthers. They beat the Titans when Derrick Henry ran for 10 yards. Like, I'm not hearing nothing about them. And then we have a bye week. Then we play the Giants again, right? So, realistically, that right there, in the way I just broke, that's 5 games. Take out Philly. That's 4 straight, very winnable games. And we still pay the Bears. We still get the Bears. A very winnable game. That's 5 games that I wouldn't be surprised if we're favorites in.
I'm going to give you
we'll
the
see.
Bears, Texans, and 1 at the Giants.
Right. Okay. That's as a non-biased fan. So that's 3 wins. You win some you're not supposed to. You lose some you shouldn't. But yeah, so not real sure how we got that far off topic. I forget what the fuck it was. Oh, Titans. Yeah, they suck. We're winning this week. We're gonna be 2-3. Dallas is losing this week.
Can't call it.
Fuck. Actually, Ant picked him in the man. Fuck.
Can't
Yeah.
call it.
Anyway, last injury of the week. Cordell Patterson placed on the IR with a knee injury. He was fucking going crazy down there in Atlanta.
Yeah, their whole team was doing better than expected.
Yeah,
That's all I
that's a
say.
fact. That is
Still
a
no,
fact.
still no Kyle Pitts though. Where my man at?
Well, I mean, think about your quarterback only completing 7 passes.
That's
What,
per
what,
game?
like what? I mean,
That's
that's all
Per
he.
game?
That's all he had last game, is what
Oh,
I'm
wow.
saying. Like,
Mary Odom only
he
completed
completed
7.
7 passes.
Holy fuck, he's dog shit.
Yeah,
Didn't they win?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he completed more
I
late in the
could've-
4th.
They fucking beat the. There's no way he threw 7 passes to beat the Browns. There's no way.
He threw more than 7. He
No,
completed.
there's no way he only completed
Yeah.
7.
He's 7 of 19.
Jesus.
Yikes.
You got 6'6" and 6'5" targets. You're throwing the ball. How the
Well,
fuck
see,
you
I
gonna-
hear London. I've been hearing Drake London a lot, but no Kyle Pitts. So.
Yeah.
Well, Drake London didn't do shit. I mean, he only completed 7 passes. So
I'm saying this whole season.
Oh, Drake London's been going crazy.
It's
Well,
because
yeah,
Pitts takes all the coverage.
Hmm.
Yeah, Pitts is doing something. But yeah, Cordell Patterson, I think surprised everybody last year. Surprised it took him so long, but he's proved himself as an RB1 in my eyes. Like consistent. You can use him however you want to use him. And I'm just kind of upset that it took he's been in the league 8 years?
Yeah.
Sucks that it took this long to figure that out. On to some more news. Trent, Kenny Pickett named the starter officially today by Mike Tomlin.
You see it, dog. I mean, it's about time because those early weeks they were a struggle to watch. I think Ant called it. I think he said, "What you said, week 6 though, right?"
No, I said at halftime.
Oh, okay. Well,
I called week 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's accurate.
I'm just mad that it's now because I like looking at these next these upcoming games, kind of like we're throwing them to the wolves. Like
Yeah. Next
we
4
got
games.
the Bills, the
Yeah.
Buccaneers, the Dolphins, and the Eagles.
Yeah.
So it's like
elite. He's
Yeah,
gonna come out
I
here. He's
would've-
gonna look like shit. He's gonna lose 4 straight games. Your
I
fans
mean,
are gonna be
so
calling
look-
back for Mitch.
Well, it's crazy. Not at all because he went in at halftime, right? In the second half.
Mhm.
So he put up 120 yards in the second half. Mitch Trubisky, the most he put up in a game this season is 207. So like I just want to be able to move the ball downfield, and I think Kenny Pickett can do that.
The one thing I will say about Pickett is he does like his receivers.
For sure. Get the ball to the receivers, make some plays, and don't do what Mitch did, basically.
Hey, here's one thing I gotta ask you: Tomlin's still gonna be have a
I don't know.
record?
Yeah, I don't know. Just because like where we're at right now and these next couple games is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
He's about as unbiased as I am, Johnny. He still got faith as a fan.
No, I mean, I still think we're gonna produce some wins, but it's gonna be tough.
I hear you with getting wins. I asked if Tomlin's going to have a winning record this
yeah, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, do you remember when we said he was gonna have a better record? Washington
because at
Pittsburgh?
the beginning of the year, it sounded good. I kept hearing at least 9-8. That Tomlin's never had a losing record, at least 9-8. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get hype over 1 win or 2 wins like Donovan, but yeah, we're gonna.
It was 1. They don't have 2 wins.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
You won't have anything to get hype about.
But we'll see how it plays out.
You're only
That's
gonna
all
win
I'll
that
say.
one game all season. That's why you're not hyped. Because as
we'll
bad as
see.
Washington
Hey,
looks,
like
you
I
guys
said,
look
we'll
worse.
see. I'm not gonna say we're gonna go into Philly and beat Philly and be on cocaine like you did. I know where we're at. Okay, we're good.
I want you guys to know when we go into Philly and we win that game,
You're not.
I expect apologies from everybody.
You probably won't get it, but yeah,
I know I won't get it. Anyway,
it's just not happening unless Jalen Hurts goes down. Yeah, I don't see it.
Well, I mean, that could happen.
It could happen.
They could
But
lose.
unless
They
it
could lose
happens,
their entire team. For all
I like them with their
fucking
backup
hate
too.
Philly.
Don't matter.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew ain't no scrub.
That's a fact.
Say we beat y'all with our backup.
Hey, that's facts too.
That's facts. Speaking of that, Matt, a couple questions for you. Would you, if Dak was ready to play this week, would you play him over Cooper Rush, or do you like Cooper Rush?
I like how you worded it if he was ready, because I know he like wants to come back. And I was actually talking earlier about that. But like, one, I think he's just rushing back because I actually think he's worried.
He's not worried.
I think he is.
I think he should be.
He's coming back against the Rams game because if he I don't think we're a favorite whether Dak's playing or not. So if Dak loses, no harm, no foul. If Cooper wins against the Rams, Dak's sweating. You can't tell me he's not.
So I was in the same boat as you until today. You guys do know your offense is ranked bottom 10 in the league since Cooper Rush took over a quarterback. You have a top 3 defense and a bottom 5 offense.
I mean, I don't think it matters when you're winning games.
That happened because our
PFF
offense is
grade,
doing 10 times better with Cooper Rush in the game.
No, since Cooper Rush has started, your offense, PFF grade of 55 out of 100. Your offense is bad. Cooper Rush against Washington had 5 turnover-worthy plays. We just suck and can't
turnover-worthy. I love how that's a fucking
That's a stat.
Was it a turnover?
Turnover. Okay, Matt. Picks get dropped. Like,
Yeah,
it's a fact of life. That's why
But then it's not a fucking stat.
But there's like Johnny says, when the eye test tells you one thing and numbers will tell you another thing. You guys are winning games. Yes, I'm not taking anything with Cooper Rush. He's doing a good job for you. He really is. But when you have a 55 rated offense, it's not good. Like
We got a guy who scored a touchdown and a quarterback that hasn't scored a touchdown. So I don't know how
you have a guy who played the Bucks
offense
defense, which is arguably top 5, and you have a guy who played Washington,
I
bottom
agree
5
with that.
defense.
I will give you
Fucking
that
the
one.
Giants, bottom 5 defense. Like, what the fuck
Last
are we
year,
what are we
we didn't
talking?
even put
The
it together that
Bengals,
well.
like, with a shit ass offensive line. Like, what are we talking about here? Cooper Rush does not beat the Bucks week 1. I hope we're not saying that.
I'm not saying did that come out of my mouth? Fuck no. All I'm saying is you
That's
can't
not
sit
what-
here and
this
tell
is
me
not-
that
Cooper Rush isn't
fuck
taking
on
Bucks
paper. I'm talking visually watching a game. The flow of our offense, in my opinion, is better than it was week 1. And again, maybe it's just week 1 getting cobwebs. I don't know. Like anyone could humor me.
It's
on
play
different,
calling. It's play
reasons.
calling.
That's part of
But-
it, but it's also who you were playing. It's week 1 and who you're playing.
Yeah, you're playing the Bucks, who
You
have
give Dak that same Bengals defense in anything other than week 1.
Last
Or-
year, I guess I'm saying I expect, and again, maybe I'm just looking at like his stats in particular, or again, just maybe I don't even know what I'm trying to say. He just did not impress me as much. And then again, it was a bad, I guess, first game because it's the Bucks. So then to come out and see how just kind of like
Yeah, and don't get it
we
twisted.
weren't
when Dak,
getting anything going.
when
so,
Dak
like-
plays, you guys drop him back 45 times a game. Has Cooper Rush dropped back that much at all? No, you're running the ball, which is what you're good at doing. And you're letting your defense win the game.
Would you drop back 45 times with a second string quarterback? Probably not. I'm just
Right,
saying, like,
but I'm saying
he's
the
getting
offense,
job done.
that's the reason the offense looks better, though. It's more balanced. You're giving the ball to Zeke
Okay.
and Tony Pollard.
So let's not
That's
make
got
the game
nothing
all
to
about
do
one
with-
fucking player, Dak, and actually spread the ball. Again, the offense as a whole is operating
that's
better.
what he's saying. He's saying play calling.
Right, it's play calling. It's not Cooper Rush out, and that's why Dak's not worried. And that's to me, that's why Dak's not worried. You guys could beat the
Okay,
Rams. Dak's
I
still
got a
not
question
worried.
for you then. If Cooper Rush beats the Rams, is Dak not worried?
Dak's still not worried.
I think you're.
He
And
just
I'll
collect.
ta-
He did, I mean, I could.
You guys are
he just
paying this man
he just
$75
collected
million
a
fucking
bag.
dollars. He's not worried.
Okay.
Cooper Rush is
Then-
not taking his job, bro. And that's I
That
had
may
the
be
same
fair.
conversation today with a guy at work. He's like, "Are you tired of Carson Wentz? Do you want to see Heineke?" Fuck no, I don't. As much as Wentz looks like ass, we are paying that motherfucker $30 million. He will
I
be on
wasn't
that
even-
field.
I wasn't
Unless
even
it gets to the
I
point
mean,
where we
I hear
can't win.
you, but it's
until
not coming out of your pocket. So what the fuck does it matter?
Right, but until
he can
we
be
can't
sitting back there thinking, I just got 30. I got 30
right, but
mil. I
until
don't
it gets
give
to
a
the
fuck."
point to where playoffs, like we can't do it. He needs to play every game because the contingent pick is if he plays 70% of fucking snaps. So if we're not gonna make the playoffs and we really do suck that bad, take him out before he can play 70%. That way we give up a third round instead of a second round. But until
Take
then,
out Dak getting
you
a
make
big
moves.
bag.
You have to play him.
I think your take is a little bit different.
You said what?
I said take out Dak getting a big bag, and I think
Right. Well, I mean, that's probably anybody though. If he
Yeah.
didn't just get paid, what I mean, yes, you probably should worry, but he just got paid. What the fuck is there to worry about?
And that's not. But and again, most backups don't have the luxury that Cooper Rush has had, right? Him and Kellen Moore were teammates. He knows this offense better than most backups in most situations do, and he's playing well. But Dak is not losing the starting job. There is
And why are you
nothing-
shaking your head?
There is nothing Cooper Rush can do to take the job from Dak.
Man, let's say this: Cooper Rush beats the Rams on Sunday.
That's his job.
He's playing. No, it's not his job. He's playing until he loses a game.
Right.
Because
And I think he should, but that
yeah, why would you take him out?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I'm all for-
Cooper Rush wins. They put Dak in the following game, and he loses some bum ass team.
Now they
Then
play the Eagles the following week.
listen, but he's not.
So-
what the
so
fuck
what's
does
his
he have to
excuse?
worry?
Yeah,
But
My
Dak-
thing
but
is,
the thing is-
even if
Go
he is sitting for the rest of the year, what is there to worry about? You're the highest paid backup of all fucking time. Then
yeah.
But I'm saying if he
he's a
if he
Jimmy
wants to
G,
play though,
but he gets to
But I'm
play.
saying, yeah.
Here's my take on this, right? The reason Jerry Jones didn't put Dak on the IR was because no one expected Cooper Rush to win 4 straight games.
I agree.
Everybody here saw week 1 and thought they need Dak to win games. He has to come back. Healthy or not, they need him. But when this injury first came out, it was a 6 to 8 week thing. If Cooper Rush beats the Rams and then beats Philly, don't bring Dak back until he's completely 100% healthy. But if he can do that, you're not going to tell me Dak
even
can't
if he
do that.
beats one of these teams who are worth
Yeah.
a damn,
He beats the Rams.
100%.
Why do you think Jerry Jones
until
is,
Dak is completely healthy.
have you been
There-
have you been
Okay,
hearing
so
Jerry
that's what I'm
Jones?
saying.
I peeped it.
John,
But
if
I'm
you
just
take-
saying, if he comes out and loses both these games and doesn't look good against two pretty good defenses,
He's not gonna look
I-
good against either one of these teams.
He doesn't need to. He just
I
needs
mean-
to manage the game.
I mean,
That's
you
all
could
he
say
needs to
that,
do.
Donna. You
Right,
didn't think
but-
he was going to look good these past 3 games.
Did he
At all.
You didn't.
Okay.
His first game in, you were like, "Oh, the Bengals are about to go into Dallas, rip them up. Cooper Rush is going to turn the ball over." No one expected him to go in Dallas to get that W. I don't care what you say.
I
What's
had
his stat?
projected. I
He's
had
won
them.
4 games he started.
Yeah. Dom, I think
First Dallas quarterback to ever do that, by the way.
I feel like you're just bringing some Washington hate, bro.
yeah, no, I
real
think
quick.
you're expecting him to throw like 303 touchdowns when he does.
That's not him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not that
No,
type of
but
play.
here's my thing, right? Why that shit popped up? The wrong motherfucker.
I mean, that also kills like team morale and shit, man. If he's
See,
winning,
I don't think that's what he's getting at.
So here's my thing. The only thing I'm saying is Cooper Rush will not go in and win you football games.
Right.
Cooper Rush will not lose you football games. He's not going to go out here. He knows the offense too good. Like I said, he's not like Trent coming out throwing 3 interceptions to the Bengals. Like their defense isn't good enough to do that. Clip me if I said that, and I will apologize to everybody in the world. But their defense isn't that good. I did say the Bengals were going to win.
You said they're going in there with Cooper Rush.
And the
what is he
Bengals
going
are-
to do?
Yes, and
But
again,
I'm saying
okay, so
that's
stop,
you
stop,
implying
stop.
he's going to be ass.
What is he going to do? He went 19 for 30 with 1 touchdown.
he got a W. That's all he
And a
needed to do.
W.
Their defense though,
That
they have a
y'all
top.
haven't been able to get too many.
They
up.
have a top 3 defense. So I'm not arguing if Dallas.
67% is fucking elite.
Yeah, bro, it doesn't
He did-
matter.
We're saying he's not
Control
that
the
good.
game.
That's got to be what 65, 64%.
That's
Look
good
at
enough,
Jimmy-
right?
Again,
Look at
19
Jimmy
for 30?
G.
Again,
19?
19 for 31, 61%. That's average in the NFL. It's not great.
I thought you said 19.
You
for 30.
you consider
I did say 19
Average for a
against.
starting quarterback.
I get. Okay, so now we're on the same train. Dak's just average.
That's what I'm getting at. That's my
So
whole
you're
point.
okay. Oh, so
if
you don't
he's
think
average,
Dak? You don't think
then
Dak's that good?
I don't.
Oh, as long as we're on the same page. Trent loves Dak. That's why
I love that. Yeah,
That's
Dak's,
why that's
I don't.
that's good.
Let me
He's
say this.
good. He ain't
Dak,
great.
I think Dak wowed me so
Exactly.
much year 1, and then
okay with
maybe
being
like
good.
the last few years,
Okay.
I've maybe
He's my
fell
quarterback.
out of love with him.
Dak's
So I don't know if it's a spark
inconsistent.
in
That's the
beginning,
thing. Dak will throw
but-
450 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. The next game he'll throw 120 yards, no touchdowns, 3 picks.
So let's talk fuck a contract, just football
Okay,
related.
just
Dak
football.
should be worried.
Is Washington Commanders a good football team?
No,
Oh,
No.
Does Washington Commanders have a good secondary?
no.
What did Cooper Rush do against Washington Commanders? 15 for 27,
He got a
54%.
W. That's all he needs.
54%. Is that good?
Bro, I mean,
Is
you
that
could say
good?
that. Bro, look at Jimmy G. He never has wow stats, but he wins. Doesn't
And
matter.
Jimmy G is a mid quarterback.
You
who's a
you
game
said Jimmy G
manager.
is a good quarterback before.
Jimmy G's
Come
a
out of your
game
mouth.
managing quarterback.
And
what
that's Cooper
is.
Rush. What do you mean? Whatever gets you the
But
dub, it doesn't
If
matter.
you
You don't need to
have
be a
a game
superstar.
changer in Dak, is what I'm saying. Like Matt making his argument now, I'm not like it's fine. He doesn't think he's like point Dak's average. You like Dak. You think Dak is a top 10
Yeah.
quarterback.
he's
Yeah.
not. Top
You
10.
are
I didn't-
not.
yeah.
You're not putting Cooper Rush over a top 10 quarterback if he's on your
If-
roster.
Okay, but he's winning games right now. So if it ain't
His
broke,
defense is winning games right now.
okay, but he's winning right now. So I
But if you don't
give
put
him
points on the board, we're not winning games.
okay.
We had a good
I'm
D
not,
last
I'm
year.
not
and we
saying
lost.
I wouldn't want to replace him.
You lost last
with
year.
Dak.
I mean, we won, but
What
we.
was your record last year, Matt? You lost last year.
You hear what I'm
You
saying?
guys were 12-5 last year. You didn't lose.
Regardless,
What do you mean?
they're winning right now. I get what you're saying.
I get what-
I don't
I-
think he has anything to worry about.
And
If
again,
it's me-
against the Rams, they could win this game because they have the most sacks in the NFL and they're going against 3rd and 4th string offensive linemen.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we
again,
could spend
Cooper-
hours on this, bro.
Cooper Rush is not ever going to come out here and wow you. Like, if it's a close game and it comes down to, if it comes not even a close game because Cooper Rush can lead and do something. If it turns into a shootout, you guys lose 10 times out of 10.
with these next two opponents for
Yes.
sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And who's after the Eagles? Does anybody have that
I don't
schedule
know.
up? Who's after Philly?
I'm not sure.
I got you. I know. So they got the Rams, Philly, Detroit, Chicago, Green Bay, Vikings.
The Rams, then Philly, then Detroit, who scored the most points in the NFL. So that'll
That's
be a
number one
shootout.
offense right now.
Yeah. Who's after Detroit?
Chicago, then a bye week, and then
That's-
Green Bay.
So if I'm Dallas, bring him
After the
back.
bye week.
Yep, after the bye week.
Yep.
Let him go in.
No
Let him.
point in rushing them back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bring
Exactly,
him back
yeah.
after the bye week.
And yeah, they're already
unless
3-1.
unless Cooper loses to the Rams, the Philly, and then the Lions, and then it's like, yo, hold on, Dak. Like we just lost 3 straight.
If he loses to the Lions, that's when I said we pull the reins back. But again, I feel like
I
honestly,
mean,
both of
even
those
realistically,
games,
bro,
even
if
with
he
Dak, I
loses
don't know
these
if we're
next, if
favored.
he loses these next 2, you're 3-3.
Probably still first in the division.
No, they're not. Philly.
What I'm
Stop
saying
it.
If
is,
we lost
even
to
Or
Philly, we
second.
wouldn't be.
if,
My
But
bad.
if he beats one of these next 2 teams,
My bad, I'm tripping.
you
Yeah,
gotta
if he
let
does
him
that,
go
then at the worst-
until Dak is completely
Then at the worst, you're
healthy.
4-2. Then you play the
Right.
Lions, then you have the Bears. Like, then I'm okay. Yeah.
let me ask you this then.
But once
Just
Dak
again,
is
I'm
fully
talking
healthy, Dak is
hypotheticals
coming
now.
in.
Okay, that's cool. Hypothetically speaking, let's say we wait till the bye. Or are y'all saying if he wins out after the bye, regardless, bring Dak
No,
back?
no. If he wins that, you gotta ride the
Okay.
hot hand. Yeah.
Cool, because I was gonna say
Obviously.
if at any point in time, let's say they took him out for some reason, and then Dak went in and lost 2 weeks in a row, what do you do?
No, I'm always will be a big fan. You ride the hot hand. Yeah, I
Okay,
hated
so-
seeing that with Tua last year. I hated seeing just last week with Zach Wilson going in for Flacco, who was top 5 in the league in passing. That should make no
So
sense to me.
they go to the Bears, then it's the bye week, and then they play the Packers, and then they play the Vikings. So if Dak comes back after the bye week, he's got 2 tough games, back to back. But even then, Dak comes back, then he loses both those games. He loses them both. He's got the Giants, then he's got the Colts, then he's got the Texans, then he's got the Jags, like then he's got the Titans. Plays last week 18. Like the schedule's favorable no matter who your fucking quarterback is. But I just can't believe you guys are sitting here acting like Cooper Rush is doing
He
anything.
wins games. But go ahead, proceed to the next one because we.
Hold
I
on,
mean,
hold
He's
on.
won more games than your starting quarterback. I'll leave it at
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. I mean, you can only beat who's in front of you. Just whoever's in front of them, who has been in front of them, just hasn't been good defenses.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
So we'll see what he does.
He's
Yeah,
4-0
got
against
Last
those guys.
last thing, bro. CeeDee Lamb's better than Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, throw that out there every day.
Okay, so
We're not going to
crazy.
argue this.
I'm not
no,
arguing. I'm not
You shouldn't even
arguing
have brought that up, man.
Hey, I'll just let you know, man.
And I'm letting you know that again. I haven't watched the tape. Except again, didn't see the
He's
game.
getting clamped.
Yeah, apparently not.
There's no
Well,
tape
yeah.
on Terry.
Yeah, apparently Trayvon Diggs was holding the entire game.
He held him
Allegedly.
one time.
On a touchdown.
Anyways, keep
No,
going.
I'm not talking about the touchdown.
Oh,
for-
that's
for-
when he
no,
grabbed
no,
him by his
I mean,
fucking face mask. So
Yeah, he held
I
him
saw
for a
that
touchdown
highlight. He
on,
grabbed him by his fucking face mask in the end zone.
with a
And
team that has a
CeeDee
good
going,
Lamb,
just wanna make
quarterback.
sure you know that.
the one drive CeeDee Lamb, I think he had 4 catches for like 60 yards. 3 of those were on a fucking linebacker.
Why is the linebacker on him?
Because we
Yeah,
suck,
hey, his
Trent.
fault.
Coaching.
Bad scheming. Yeah, that's you can't.
So
like, I
so you're
get
gonna
it.
be like
So
you're gonna be like
outcoached you.
you're gonna be like,
Yes.
oh, Terry got held, and then you're gonna be like, well, CeeDee Lamb got these yards, but he had a linebacker on him. What are you talking about?
What did you say CD had? 4 for 64?
on
in
the
one drive.
On the one
Yeah.
drive, he
I
had
was
like
gonna
4 catches,
say,
like
I'm
60
pretty sure
yards.
And
That's
Terry
not
Terry
wrong.
didn't have that in the whole game. So what are
Yeah,
you saying?
All season.
Okay. So who's the better who has the better pass rush right now?
Oh, come. Next
Dallas.
topic.
Who has the worst offensive line? Washington. Who has a better secondary? Dallas.
Here's
Like,
the
come
coming
on
into
now,
this
bro.
year. Coming into this year,
Taylor
though,
Heineke. You got
We-
Carson Wentz now. Like, come
we
on,
asked-
you
bro.
guys
we
say
asked
Carson Wentz sucks. So again, we still
He
don't have a good
does.
quarterback.
He does,
he
but
does.
So we
But
still don't have a
your
good
your
quarterback.
argument was we've never seen him with a legit number 1 receiver.
Bro.
He has a better receiving core than he's ever had.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I
still
agree with
doesn't
that.
look
I
good.
agree with that 100%.
And Kurt
But this-
Sam was balling.
Yeah, hold on.
So was
I
Johnson.
will find it.
Anyways,
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
tired
anyway.
of talking about
Anyway,
what's next.
what's the ceiling for this team, Matt?
Oh, see, that's a tough one.
What is
especially-
the ceiling for this team?
Like the
best we
highest,
see
the
him.
highest you see
Yeah.
them going.
I don't know, to be frank with you. I'll say what I'll be happy if I see. I'll be happy if we make it to the playoffs and win a playoff game. I think we can make it to the playoffs.
I
Honestly,
think you could probably snag the wild card.
fuck that.
Because I mean, I don't think you're gonna win the division, to be honest. Like the
I
Eagles look good,
don't,
damn good.
But who knows? Anything could happen.
For
I
sure.
guess that's what I'm saying.
See, but
Whenever we play
here's-
Philly, that's always a good game. Well, it has the potential to always be a good
Yeah,
game.
division games are
Well,
always
the issue with you saying I just want to make, or I'll be happy if we make playoffs, but you don't finish top in your division. It's easier to say that, and your division sucks, as in like the leader in the division only wins 7-8 games. Philly's going to win more than that, so that means you're going to have to win more because everyone who wins their division, obviously, they make the playoffs. So, if
And for
every
you
division,
guys to win this division, you'd have to win 13 games.
right? So he's not saying they're going to win the division, but you still have to win more games than the second place team in every other division because you're not winning.
Yeah,
this.
no, that's true. I mean, well, then again, like I said, then what do you want me to say? Ceiling is just like a
9,
record?
10 win season. 9.
It's basically you got to rank where you think Philly's going to end and finish, and then you base if you do have Philly winning.
So, are we saying Dallas' ceiling isn't a playoff team?
That's not what I'm
Well, it
saying. I'm just
sounds
saying.
like it.
I'm
He
He was
saying
just breaking it down. Yeah.
I'm
breaking it
assuming
down.
I'm assuming he has Philly finishing better than them. So
I
that's
do.
what I'm getting
I
at
do.
is
I mean,
they're winning.
realistic. Dallas' ceiling. I mean, that means they beat
Well,
Philly.
I was just not.
That's he said he didn't want to say
Bro,
ceiling. So
I'm not
just,
gonna lie.
Okay.
Looking at their second half of the season, like
Bro, the NFC East has the easiest schedule in all.
bro,
of
look,
football.
they got their last. What is this? 1, 2, 3, like
But
7
to that
games.
point,
They
if
got
we
the
don't have-
Giants. Go ahead, Matt.
I was just gonna. Well, no, what you're about to say is almost gonna like contradict what I was gonna say. If we don't have enough wins to beat the rest of the teams in the division, but I guess you're gonna say the second half so easy we
the
could stack up
NFC
the
East.
dubs.
The NFC East has the easiest schedule in football.
Yeah, they got the Giants, the Colts, Texans, Jaguars,
play the AFC
Eagles,
South.
Titans,
So you got
and
the Jags, the
Commanders.
Texans,
Last game
the
of the
Colts,
season.
and the Titans this year. All 4 winnable games.
Then fuck it. My hot take is Dallas makes the playoffs.
I mean, a hot take. I think you guys. The NFC's bad. We have an easy schedule.
And
I said at the
go one
beginning of the
further.
year-
If we make the playoffs, we're winning a playoff game.
Oh yeah, y'all not doing that now. Relax. You're better.
Okay,
And see, the
what's
thing
today's
is,
date? We'll go back to this. I called
yeah.
it.
And the thing is about everybody in the NFC East this year because everyone's gonna look better than we are. If Washington does what I think we can do this back half of the season, we will be the worst 9-win team in the history of the NFL. Because we will have beaten so many teams that all 9 of our wins will be below 500 teams, except for maybe the occasional divisional game. Like, there's nobody on our schedule that should scare you. I mean, realistically, the NFC North, you have the Packers and the Vikings, and then you guys have the Rams. Other than that, I mean, who are they afraid of? That's not a divisional opponent.
I mean, no, I agree with you.
Right. It's just you guys could easily win 10, 11 games this year.
I'm worried
You're better
about the
than I
Rams.
thought. Your
I'm worried
defense
about
is
Philly.
crazy. Yeah, your defense is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. You guys could really actually do something. Washington sucks, so
Glad we
Love that. Clip
but
that
you
for
guys,
me,
but you guys
please.
still, but that's the thing. You guys still aren't gonna win a playoff game. Like, don't ever do that to yourself. Don't. As coming from a guy who like buys into hype and gets overly hopeful and joyous.
I mean,
Don't-
they could
it-
run
it's
into
a
the
tough
You
Packers
told me
who
to
don't
pick a
like winning
ceiling.
playoff
I'm saying
games,
that's
so.
the ceiling. I'm not saying we'll win the Super
Oh,
Bowl.
okay.
But the best we could do is win a
they
playoff
could.
game.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
They,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
could.
they could
That
run into the
could
Packers
fucking
who
happen.
hate winning playoff
Hey,
games.
depending on how seeding goes, they could run into
That's
a
what I'm
divisional
saying. Who
matchup
knows
week
who
one.
we could,
Like,
could play?
they could end up going against fucking
First round.
Philly.
Never know. We're going into week 5. A lot of football to be played.
What about Zeke or Tony, Matt?
You mean to like get rid
As
of
far
one,
as what?
keep one,
Yeah, like,
or
Yeah.
how-
Who do you
Who
like
does he
more?
like more at
Yeah,
this
who do you like
moment?
more? Because right now you were talking about Dak, no contracts. Right now Zeke has to play because you guys are paying that man like 60 fucking million. I don't know what you're actually ridiculous. Contracts out the window. If you could have one guy to be your RB1, is it Zeke or is it Tony? Right now today.
I'm still probably going Zeke, to be honest. For things again that I always talk about with Zeke, it's like stuff that you can't put on a stat sheet. And again, I might be PTSD of us having like a line that is not the best and someone always getting to the quarterback, but I love his pass protection. And again, I mean, he just has the body where like a linebacker coming through the A gap, like he can meet him in the hole. I don't know if I trust Tony to like do that. And I think the dynamic that we have set up right now, like we really haven't even in my mind put Pollard in the position to like even maybe showcase his pass protection as much because like Zeke's probably like that guy. So I don't know. I actually like the dynamic that
That's what you
have
need,
in our
really.
backfield.
For sure.
Like the Titans could use something like that. Another smaller scat back, whatever.
Like when they used to have Deion Lewis, that worked perfectly.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, I'm also it doesn't happen every time, but if it's like 3rd and 1 or we're on the goal line, like I'm always gonna at least want one play call, giving it to like Zeke probably to get us the yard we need. Like I feel like I can trust him for that. Pollard probably gonna maybe bust along run or maybe get like a little
He's definitely more
flat
explosive.
or something like that, which again, like they're both beneficial. So
Right.
but if you can make me pick one, I'm probably picking Zeke.
Okay. All right. So I went ahead and grabbed my beer. Last week's parlay. The only reason I'm even bringing it up is because
You don't even need to speak on that. We just
You
gonna
didn't
have a
post it?
redemption week.
You didn't post it?
Yeah, I posted.
Yeah, so everyone grabbed their drink of choice.
0 for 4 in here.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Well, you got a special guest leg this week, so I need you to come with some heat for us. Because this is the week, this is the winner right here. I got that feeling.
Oh, nah, we're about to get paid.
Well, here's the thing, Trent. You and having feelings at 0-5, I don't know how to feel about that.
You know, I just had to be
Bro,
like
I
you and
swear
choose the college route.
I'm about to
so.
just start fading Trent.
You're gonna lose some money because I told you. Your boy, it's heating up.
Let's be honest. If I'd have put $100 on every bet you've told me to make so far on this podcast,
On the
Need to go
podcast,
bro.
but other than that, we printing money. Hear me?
that's bro. It's crazy how many bets hit that we don't talk about.
Yep.
If yours would have hit yesterday,
Hey,
I would have bossed my.
But that shit looked so good in the first 3 minutes. Then after that, it was just chalk.
that's how they all look all the time. All right, man, Johnny, what you got? You got your little pink Moscato over there. You good to go? Ready to rock?
Cousin.
All right. And got the Bud Light.
I'll join y'all with a sip of agua.
Hey, all right, Donovan, go ahead.
Fuck it.
That should be cold.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
Oh,
Shout out Kong, you know.
No free shout outs, they say.
I'm about to say this is not a paid ad.
It's about to be. We about to
That's
start
his
fucking
future, you know
ads
what I mean?
every time we do. I'm about to just get every time we do this. I'm just gonna put it on one screen because it's all Trent's always gonna be in this. To be honest, so I'll just make him the face of our Kong
Damn.
ad and just have him with the shit.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
All right.
It's all right. Washington
So last
sucks.
week's parlay did not hit. This week's parlay
But we got
started out
cooked up.
again with.
I'm gonna start it out because I'm winning. You know what I mean?
I'm going first because my shit's
please.
Thursday. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
okay.
It's the first leg.
Don't start us out on a bad note.
Jonathan, hey, my Thursdays are good now.
Let's
You know
hear
what I
it.
mean?
What you got? What you got for
And my
us?
player props don't miss. So, no Jonathan Taylor as of right now, Thursday against the Broncos.
it's
I
uncertain.
like Michael Pittman's over yards. Right now it's at 59.5. I love that. I
Is he
am
frozen?
putting. He is, yes. I guess I'll wait. I'm putting a Pittman parlay together in general. If Jonathan Taylor doesn't play, I'll take his receptions, his yards, a touchdown for him. I like him all around, but take his yards. I think his receptions is at 6. I love that too, but I'm going with his yards over 59.5. We got some college in here, we said. Saturday football.
Yeah.
That'll be the next leg. What you got?
It's going to sound crazy, but they've only lost to one team they shouldn't have lost to so far. Notre Dame over BYU. Then they're the favorite, which is something crazy because it's a 16th ranked team versus an unranked team who's just lost to Marshall 2 weeks ago.
And they've been looking a little sus.
No, they looked a little sus. Yeah, I mean, they've lost one game who they shouldn't lose to, right? It was Marshall.
The Marshall. Yeah.
Everyone expects them to beat or to lose to Ohio State. No one ever expected them to win that game. You didn't
Was that
expect them.
competitive though?
It was
No.
a 2-score game. It was 21-10.
Oh, so it wasn't bad. Okay. As long as it wasn't- yeah.
It's what was it? It was 7-10 going into the fourth.
And they held your guys' offense. So their defense is actually like.
But that was also
decent.
week. It was week one
It
though
was
too,
week
right?
one. No, the best receiver
Oh,
in
and
the
Jigba
country.
wasn't out there.
Yeah.
Right. You said that.
Well, not Heisman, but All-American running back was out also. But they're a favorite for a reason. It's -176. I'm lost my last two, started out 2-0. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take the easy
Dropped
one.
your last 3 on them, buddy.
Did I?
2 and 3.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
I need
Notre
it. I
Dame's
need
not
that Notre
good.
Dame. I need it.
But they're not
You
good.
said it's -176. All right. What you got for us, Trenton?
You
Another
know what I
Saturday
mean?
game?
This is the week, baby. I got y'all, fellas. Lock this one in. We're going with the Georgia and Auburn game. That's the Saturday game, obviously. We're going with the total over 49.5. I love this one a lot. Probably gonna max bet this one because I see this one hitting easy.
Here's my issue with it.
Here comes Johnny with
It's going to be that many points scored,
Yeah,
All
and it's
Georgia.
almost all Georgia.
smacked. Yeah,
That's-
but I
Auburn-
can see.
Auburn
that's
sucks.
the only thing that scares me about this game is that Georgia could literally be winning 38-3 at one point, and it just
And here's something else that should scare you. Kent State had them within one possession going into the fourth last week. This past week, Missouri. He just
Mhm.
fresh off a 28-point loss to Kansas State the week before, just had them down with
Yeah.
4 minutes left.
To me,
Yeah.
it's a great line. 49. I'm surprised. That's what it's at. You didn't buy points.
That's what this at.
Yeah,
Minus
that to
110.
me, it's a great line. But again, to Johnny's point, like Auburn sucks.
So when I'm talking to you next week, this is my
Hey, I'm
Trent. We're
I'm
gonna do
telling
it.
you, like I like it. I like it. That
But,
this right here is
Didn't
probably
I just
my
tell you an
favorite
under
thing.
last week though, and you didn't want to listen?
You didn't say that at the
I did.
when I
I
talked to
did
you
tell
before.
you.
You said I like that one. That's a good one, Trent.
No, what, motherfucker? You put it in the Discord, and I told you.
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about
scored
this
in
one. I'm talking about
Oh,
this one.
bro, we all liked the fucking
I did it.
last week's. The
No,
Packers minus
Johnny, I'm
7?
talking about this, like this play that I said, the Auburn Georgia one.
Yeah. But
This is my
yeah.
favorite one you've done so far, for sure. I like the Packers.
All right, we're
minus
not gonna
7.
sit here and talk about all my plays like they were some bad plays or something. Like, come on, that's what we're not doing. But
Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, Ant, what you got for me?
I got Buccaneers -8.5.
We talked about this one.
who the Bucks
Yeah,
play? they got?
The Falcons, no Cordell. They're
Home?
back at home. You need to catch it before it goes to 10 because I
You
guarantee
do.
it's gonna be like 11 and a half by the time it hits Sunday.
Yeah.
You don't
And
think?
Something you
I
put-
mean,
I think they win by like 17, 21, 24. It's gonna be a slaughtering.
Who they play?
You-
the
Falcons.
you don't think
I don't-
Tom Brady's not gonna be like focused? Or
My
anything?
thing is,
Come on, man.
I'm
That
not- he's
bullshit
not-
rumors.
he is not, bro. That's why he
Rumors.
played
I
so.
thought.
That's why he
I
played
mean,
so
that-
good.
it's been
Don't nobody give
ongoing
a
for the whole
fuck.
year, bro.
Don't nobody
He
give
That's
a
true.
fuck that he finally
Yeah.
got a divorce lawyer.
Yeah, he don't
Like,
care.
My thing
But I'm
is
saying,
that
now
offense
being in
finally
all
looked good.
public now,
Yo,
obviously it's gonna
here-
add more to it.
Here's my prediction: you're gonna see Ritter or whatever his name is coming at halftime.
This
Because
man,
Yeah, I mean,
Mariota
Brady's
ain't
not a
gonna throw
fucking-
7 times. He ain't gonna throw 7 times and think he's gonna be competitive against the fucking Buccaneers.
yeah,
Yes, but they're out there running back. I mean, Kyle Pitts can't get the ball. This defense is crazy. And like I said, our only worry about the Bucks was their offense.
Yeah,
And they
But
just put up
'cause
30.
Brady's one of the most competitive athletes of all time, right? And he's been doing it for 20 years. I don't see
Yeah,
him not being
we
focused.
haven't seen a Brady like 5 touchdown game yet this year. It's probably gonna happen this week.
And when was the last time Brady has fucking lost 3 straight games? I need somebody to put it up for me.
Yeah, well, that's all.
Probably
you gotta do.
07.
He's
You
gonna
know
fucking
what I'm
destroy
saying?
it.
Like, come on now, bro. And this shit doesn't happen. I like it. And I don't know if you guys pay a lot of attention to like the weird betting.
Trends.
Yeah, the trends, like the zigzag. Like you take a team that didn't cover and lost, like the team that did cover and win, and it hits.
It shoots at like over 70%.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, the Falcons won and covered, and the Bucks lost and didn't.
Yeah.
Like the odds are there. I mean, the Bucks are just like I said, like Ann said, it literally shoots at 70%. Like it's crazy.
Like I said, they win them by like 21. So
yeah, I
don't
literally
worry about
watched a
my
video and it said the guy said, I don't care if this gets up to 13.5 points, I'm still taking the Bucks spread.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna be.
it's- you just got to at this point. What you got for us, Matt? And it better not be nothing with your fucking background either.
It isn't. I got Detroit money line over New England.
I love it. I wanted to take that one too.
They're
but
dogs
I was,
too, ain't they? That's plus money.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah, plus
hit
135.
4 in a row. Yep. I swear that I was
That's-
staring at that one right before.
Yeah, that's love. There's no way. What's
So
the
they're the
quarterback's
number
name?
one ranked offense.
Yeah,
They are.
they have
But I
the
think the
highest.
They
worst-
have the most
They have the
points
worst
I think
defense too.
scored in the league so
They have the
far.
most points scored in the league, and they've given up the most points in the league.
I love it too, but the only thing that I don't like is that it's in New England. Belichick off a loss, which I thought they were gonna win that game. So did you, because you lost money to me trying to bet against Aaron Rodgers, like I told you not to do.
Who did
But
that?
Matthew,
I called New England the whole day. He wasn't worried about anything. He waits until it's tied going into OT.
y'all were up. Y'all were
by
up,
3.
bro.
We knew that. What was it, by 3 or a
No,
touchdown?
you were up
We
a
knew they were
touchdown.
before.
You were a
Anyways,
touchdown.
we knew that it was about to be a tie, and he's like, "I'll bet you that Green Bay wins the game." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll throw some bread on it."
Yeah, and like I said, because we talked about that. If you'd have taken Green Bay's line or the Patriots line,
It was 10.5.
yeah,
Would have
that
cashed.
should have been. You'd have cashed.
So,
But yeah, what quarterback fucking played? Because I
Zap,
saw Hoyer was
Zappy.
Zappiers. Yeah, Zappy.
Zappy,
Did he go
Hoyer got
crazy?
hurt.
Why was that game so close? I didn't get to watch.
because the Packers offense sucks.
They scored 40.
Did they?
What? That was
Huh?
27-24.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
bro?
And they
What
scored in
game?
overtime, so 24. They only scored 24 points on the Patriots toward the right.
Bro, what? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
thinking of
Oh yeah, you let your boy
Eagles,
Jordan
Jags.
know.
Eagles, Jags.
Ohio State is now a 11.5 point favorite over Michigan.
That game's this week.
and
No, it's
no.
not. So
But
it's rivalry.
Penn State's got the week off, and then they play Michigan. Penn State could actually be undefeated.
Yeah, I
Like,
wanted to say that to you guys.
Very,
Penn State's not winning
very,
that game.
very
not
high
winning
fucking
that game.
chance. They have 2 weeks to prepare for Michigan, bro. Like
That doesn't matter.
Michigan's not good. Did you just miss Michigan 1-score game against Maryland? Maryland,
I caught some of it.
who's bottom 3 in the fucking Big Ten every
I was
year.
thinking of the Eagles game, and 39 to whatever the fuck it was, like 40 to 31 or whatever.
Yeah,
I hate Penn State. That is a very one.
Listen, man, I love that Lions game from like an idea perspective, but it's real sketch to me that it's only plus 2.5. They should be a favorite, and most likely they're starting Zappy.
My thing is though is that they just fucking went crazy. Like I get why New England's like the Lions. While they look good, they're not winning games. Like they have the highest scoring offense, but they can't stop. I literally saw a play where Rashad Penny was running the ball, and the corner was guarding Tyler Lockett like he was running routes.
Well, the Patriots had a pick 6, so
Yeah,
take that
again,
into consideration.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I was going to take it. I just didn't want to, 4 in a row.
Yeah, you got to take the sure thing at this point.
And that's the Buccaneers.
Yeah, facts. I don't care what that is. I don't care what that is.
I mean,
Alright, so that's-
another
I like
one
it. It's a hitter.
to keep an eye out on is Texas A&M, Alabama. The over/under is only 51.5.
You like the over?
That game could go 55-51. Honestly, yeah, I'm going over.
I like that. All right, so just for those of you who might have missed it, we got Pittman over 59.5, Bucks covering 8.5, taking the over in the Georgia Auburn game. We're taking the fuck was Johnny's
Notre Dame over BYU.
Notre Dame over BYU.
Straight
Notre
up
Dame
money
over
line.
BYU straight up, and then we got a little fucking odd booster in there with
You
the
know what?
dog.
I want to change. I want to switch mine to the over 51.5. Texas A&M, Alabama.
All right, lock it in.
51.5.
That's his.
Yeah,
Go ahead
Lock
and
it
put
in.
that. Go ahead and put
It's
that in.
more
John, for
money.
me.
I like that a
Put
lot.
that in. Yeah, and then we got Matt throwing in some favorable odds for us to bump the booster up. The underdog pick.
What do you mean throw that
Lions
in for
money
you?
line. Like in the shit that was sitting there.
In the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, yeah.
So-
Hold on. Run that. Never mind. I can't even do that.
Can you do what?
I was gonna plug it in, but I guess I can. You said Michael Pittman,
Yeah, Pittman 59.5.
just so I can get us some odds here, let y'all know what it's looking like. Oh, so like right here, his line set at 64.5. It must have moved because
Jesus
did
Christ.
Jonathan Taylor. Are you still rocking with that? How you feel
I mean,
about
yeah,
that now?
like I said, bro, I'm
Alright.
comfortable with Pittman getting 100 this game.
So
Like,
64
he
and a
didn't
half.
get the targets last week for some reason. But
Yeah.
if they're gonna be throw heavy, every time when Matt Ryan I looked at it. He's thrown for 250 plus 3 times this season already, and Pittman's gotten 8 targets in all of those games. So if Jonathan Taylor's not done, he's dropping back. He loves his number one. We all know this for the last decade we watched football.
You've been saying that, and he proved it the 1 week.
He's proved it 2 weeks.
Yeah, that man went crazy.
Don't
And then
have touchdowns.
Ant, what'd you say yours was? The Bucks,
Buccaneers.
right? 8.5. All right, so
Well, if we're gonna pull a Trent, put that bitch down to like -7.
Yeah, whatever the
if,
closest.
hey,
200
whatever
is.
you want, bro. Whatever you want to do. You want me to tamper with the points, or you rocking with 8.5?
Shit, put an alternate. I'll take -10. I don't fucking care.
That's literally where I'm at. I was gonna say like what these guys
Well,
listen to. It'll
so
be a 10.
right now it's crazy because I'm gonna throw 50 on it. 50 wins 1,484
Let's get paid.
plus
That's crazy.
plus
'cause I actually-
3,000.
This is my favorite, and I'm tailing that with 50.
Yeah. Make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna get paid this week.
We'll come back if this hits. I'll take a celebratory shotgun. Like, I'll
For
be
sure.
so happy. What you talking about?
Okay.
All right. So next thing we're gonna discuss today, I got a would you rather for you fellas. In light of the NBA preseason starting this week, first one we're gonna do is one of the off-season moves that one of my favorite, to be honest. We got would you rather Donovan Mitchell.
You love Donovan Mitchell.
I do. I think the Cavs are. I think the Cavs
Is
are
that
real
because
deal.
y'all share the same name or something? Is it one of
No,
Yeah,
those.
but
he spells
his
his
is
the
spelled
correct way.
wrong.
The correct way. Huh?
Anyway, so Donovan Mitchell
Yeah.
or Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown all day.
Jaylen
That's
Brown.
easy for me.
Bro.
Look, Donovan
Trent,
Mitchell.
now here's the thing, Trent. I can't believe that you just said it's easy for me
That
because
is.
trade rumors.
Mhm.
I promise you would have said, yeah, I would take Donovan
For what?
Mitchell over Jaylen
No,
Brown
I'm taking the spider. Fuck
What do you
that.
mean? What do you mean
Yeah,
trade
I'm with
rumors?
Donovan Mitchell too.
before he had got traded.
No.
taking the spider.
Why?
Spider.
Why do you say that, Johnny?
Just the way you were hyping him up prior, hyping
Yeah,
him up coming
before
to
Oh,
Miami.
no,
he
'cause-
got traded, yeah.
Because he's a bucket. But I'm saying,
If he
who would
would
I?
have went, if he would have
Who
went
would
to
I
the
rather
Heat,
have?
Donovan
Jaylen
Mitchell
Bro-
would have been better
Yeah,
than Jaylen Brown.
that's what I mean. If he would have gone to the Heat,
bro. I put that on everything I love. I'm taking
I
Jaylen
hear
Brown
you.
plays both sides of the floor. Donovan Mitchell doesn't really play defense. He's
Jaylen
not a
Brown's gonna be the
playmaker.
number one
All he
scoring
does is
option.
listen,
he's a
Trent,
scorer.
I know, but I know you.
Nah, bro. Come on. Don't do that. Don't box
Okay.
me in like that. That's crazy.
Donovan Mitchell,
Donovan
Zach
Mitchell.
Levine.
Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh, that's a good one. I
That
like that
is-
one.
I do
Let me
like
see.
that one. Donovan
I'm gonna say Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna say Donovan Mitchell.
And it's a slight edge.
Yeah, it's
Slight.
tough. Donovan Mitchell.
Well, okay, then these ones might not be as close as I thought, because I thought you guys would have taken Levine. But Anthony Edwards or Donovan Mitchell.
I'm taking Anthony
Right
Edwards.
right now.
I'm taking
Yeah.
Ant-
Like if
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
if your
I-
team,
I'm taking
Anthony-
D-Mitch
I'm going Edwards.
Anthony Edwards or Donovan
as of
Mitchell.
right now.
That the way he ended last year, you don't know what he's about to do coming into this year.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Like the what you could, like the potential, like the growth you saw from year 1 to year 2.
yeah.
God let him do that again.
D-Mitch.
What are you doing,
I
Ant?
like Edwards.
What are you doing, Ant? You taking Mitchell?
He said Mitchell.
D-Mitch. I'm taking D-Mitch all
Matt?
day.
Edwards.
Edwards,
Edwards?
yeah, Edwards all day, bro.
So I'm not gonna lie to
God.
you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm Donovan Mitchell across every single name so far that we've said.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just,
Donovan-
you put Anthony Edwards on that Cavs team right now.
Bro, you put
Big
you
go
put
that-
Donovan Mitchell on that
Timberwolves team, I think
Timberwolves team. They don't lose to the Grizzlies in the playoffs.
Exactly.
CJ
that's what they-
McCollum.
No, see, I'm not.
Donovan
You can't go that far. They were smoking you guys in a lot of these games until the bench came in. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. When
Yeah, but
when
Anthony
Edwards comes off the floor, they start losing. Not
right,
when
but
he's
there
on
was
the
there was a
floor.
lot in those fourth quarters. Anthony Edwards was taking bad shots, throwing it up, trying to play hero, and just it wasn't going. Now, mind
not
you,
that yet.
year 2 him, year 3 him could be crazy. So I get what you guys are saying, but
Yeah. Well, also Donovan Mitchell played on a Utah team who has sucked in the fucking playoffs.
yeah, but Donovan
last
Mitchell's
5 years.
Donovan Mitchell's been
And
the
he's been a
only-
big part of it. He's
been the
their
only-
go-to guy.
He's been the only guy on that team. I'm saying you put him around other guys when he's not the only option. You know what I mean? Like I think in Minnesota, like he would be more efficient because he has the ball. Like he doesn't need to shoot.
There would have
35
been
times a
times where he would have though,
I
because
agree.
Cat, as soft as Cat is in the
I-
playoffs,
And I'm not
and
knocking
he's
it.
only taken 7 shots. Yes, Donovan Mitchell would have been doing the same shit he was doing in Utah.
Okay. Donovan Mitchell or CJ McCollum?
This one's not close.
I like Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell. I think that's Mitchell across the board. Matt?
No, Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, McCollum has fallen off, I think.
Donovan Mitchell or Bradley Beal?
Bradley
Beal.
Beal.
That's not close.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I love me some Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley
Ain't
Beal's
no
different,
way.
bro. He slept on.
Yeah,
He's super underrated.
I'm biased. I like Bradley, so
Yeah. You're not even biased. That's the right answer. I mean, Bradley Beal's
It
different.
sucks for Beal though, because like playoff performances, like I mean, we've seen Donovan Mitchell go crazy in the playoffs.
I mean, you saying that because he put up 50? Like, what did he do after that? They didn't win. He hasn't won. He
They
hasn't won
have been
anything.
a top 3 seed
in the
pretty much
West
since
so he wins.
Yes. Yeah.
Bradley Beal.
And then-
Bradley Beal hasn't.
Yeah,
been
but
able to
that's the
carry
thing.
a
He's
team
been a
yet.
top 3 seed. In
He
the
has
West
as
since he's
many
been in the league.
championships as he does. 0.
And he doesn't win series in the playoffs.
He has as many championships as Jimmy Butler does.
Yeah,
0.
doesn't matter.
So it's championship or you suck at this point. Got it.
No, it's not that. It's just you're
Basically.
saying playoff. You're saying
I'm
playoff
I'm
performances.
saying playoff
Like,
performances. I'm saying I've
look
seen
at Jimmy
Donovan Mitchell-
Butler's playoff
Donovan Mitchell is
performances
the number
better
one
than
guy-
Donovan
Mitchell
Mitchell's.
as the only guy in Utah. Like brought them to a number 3 seed.
No,
in the
bro, he's not
West.
the only guy.
Bradley
He has
Beal
Rudy
is the
Gobert.
only
deep.
guy.
He
were
has Rudy
deep.
Gobert, Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich, Michael Conley, bro.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
were
just
deep
him.
as fuck.
If it was
And-
just him, they wouldn't be in the playoffs.
and they spent multiple years where they're the number 1 defensive team.
Say I'm wrong, Ant. I see that face. If you take those role players off and Rudy Gobert, he's not going to the playoffs.
Okay,
in the
but
West.
if you
I mean,
put
well,
Bra-
Ingles was a nobody last year.
Yeah, last year, the year I'm saying the real prior, they've had some runs.
right,
these
but
past
last
3
year
or
with
4 years.
nobody, he brought them to a number 3 seed. He was the only guy on offense last year.
Yeah,
and lost the first round, right? Am I wrong?
And what did Bradley Beal do ever?
Bro, he doesn't have those type of role players. What are
Scored
you talking
31 points
about?
a game.
he got
Yeah.
covered. But
For a
On
whole
what
year.
efficiency?
He scored.
He's
31
one of
points
the
a
more
game.
efficient
40
players
shots.
in the league.
he's a
It
bucket.
doesn't matter.
No,
He's a bucket.
no.
He is a
He's
bucket.
Bro,
certified
do some
fucking
research on Bradley Beal, bro, because
He slept
that
on.
man's
He's a-
efficient,
He slept on.
and he plays defense, which Donovan Mitchell doesn't.
Don Mitchell, yeah, I give you that.
I'm sorry, Bradley Beal, not even close. There's no way.
Slide over to the NFL side of things. And see, I don't know. I kind of want to make this a Derrick Henry thing, but I put in Nick Chubb. So we're about to swap it out. I'm about to do a Derrick Henry or. Started off with Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb. Would you rather? Who'd you rather
Taking
have?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
For what, the whole year? I mean, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, who would you rather have, Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb?
Like if you start a
Would you
team,
rather
that's
have?
how I do the would you rather's. If you doing
Yeah.
a team this year, who do you want on your team?
Man, I'm so
Sure.
biased with King Henry though, but I truly
Go
believe
ahead.
I
I
truly
think he's the
Chubb.
best back in the league, but
I
right
think
now
Nick
I think
runner, but it's
Yeah.
just like that's close.
So for me, and the reason I did the reason it was going to be Nick Chubb was Nick Chubb is sharing a backfield.
Yeah.
And imagine if he had the touches that the rest of these guys are going to have that I say.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
give him the volume Derrick Henry had last year or the year before, bro.
Or even right now.
Right, bro. Like, come on now. To me, Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb is the best runner of the football
Yes.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's not close.
Yeah.
It's not close. So Derrick Henry or Jonathan Taylor.
Derrick Henry all day.
Derrick
right now.
Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Jonathan Taylor has a high ankle sprain too right now. Just
Yeah.
letting you know.
Well, I'm not
taking
saying
Derrick
this
Henry.
week.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Taking
Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Henry.
Okay. Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley.
If they're both healthy, I like Saquon.
I'm going Barkley.
Yeah, I mean,
He's having that year.
there's only been 2.
Hey,
this is-
my season long bet's looking real good right now.
There's only ever been like prior to them getting into the NFL, would I ever tell you there's 2 Penn State guys I'm high on, and they're both very good football players. They turned out to be in the NFL. It's Micah Parsons and Saquon Barkley. When they're both healthy, they are.
You don't like
fucking
Godwin?
elite.
You don't like Godwin?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I don't know. He was kind of high on Dotson too, and Dotson's tied for first right now.
I'm not.
But you're saying like generationally, like
He's hurt.
Right.
the hype
See,
guys. Yeah.
I'm not going to say I was really high on Dotson. I was high on him over Treylon Burks. I don't know why everyone was
And
so
Drake
high
London.
on. Yeah.
The only guys you liked over Dotson was Garrett Wilson and Olave.
Yeah, he wasn't better than. No,
Hey,
Right.
Olave won an offensive rookie of the year. I'm telling you right now.
Well, that's because
Looking good.
Yeah.
Dotson's out for the next 3 weeks, so that can
Yeah,
happen.
He can run away with it right now.
He could. He's got to start scoring touchdowns though. He had one this week, didn't
He
he?
leads the league in or not-
Yards.
Yeah,
Air
or
yards.
air
Yeah.
yards.
Air yards. Yeah. All right. So just because it wasn't Nick Chubb, Saquon or Nick Chubb?
You mean Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb?
No, we
Or
did
no,
that already.
Saquon.
He's going
You,
back.
you guys,
I like
you guys took
Saquon
Derrick
again.
Henry. So I'm
Man, right
saying
now I'm taking
still like
Saquon.
Saquon.
Okay.
No, I mean even before this year, if he's healthy,
Yeah, Saquon's a
take him.
dog. Saquon's
Yeah.
a dog.
He's different.
Derrick Henry or CMC?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, man. CMC, fuck that team. Fuck that team.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Like the fucking Smithsburg Leopards out there, bro.
I don't know how you guys can just say that so easy. CMC's having a really good year. Like we're
No,
aware
it's
of
not.
this, right?
He didn't do
Not
that
right.
well last week, did he?
I thought he had a good game last week.
Bro.
Did he not break out a couple long
We had
runs?
what?
I know the week before that.
The week before he had
did well.
106
Scored.
rushing yards.
He scored at
I'm
the end.
keeping it right now.
He scored at the end.
My shit would load.
He had a garbage touchdown.
What? And he had 81 receiving yards.
And
Like
I'm taking Derrick
Okay.
Henry. Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. All right.
Yeah.
That's all I got for the would you rather's. So I am excited with basketball season coming up because I think I might just start doing that. Start throwing some names at you guys. I like that basketball segment. It's
Yeah, I
hard in
like
the
it.
NFL, man. I feel like the gap. You're either talking about the elites of the elites, and then it's like a drop off. Like there's not as many names you can throw.
Well,
out
I
there.
got a fun segment this week, and it's the start bench cut. We've done this one before. So I'm gonna start it off with the quarterbacks this week. I'm gonna go Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. Start
And
one, bench
this
one,
is for
cut
this
one.
week,
Hold up. Say them for me one more time. I'm gonna have to write these down. Remember.
or is this just? Are we
Yeah,
those
okay.
three? Not
Yeah.
this week, just in general.
In general,
Oh shit! Josh
like, the
Allen,
rest of the season.
Mahomes, and Lamar.
for the rest of the season, Josh
me-
Allen, Mahomes, Jackson. Start us off, Johnny.
I mean,
That's
for
a
this
tough
season,
one. This is bogus.
no,
All these are tough
see,
that I got.
I'm
Man,
going.
I'm-
Okay,
I'm-
I'm
How do
taking
you
it.
cut any of
I'm
these
going
guys?
Mahomes.
I picked my MVP at the beginning of the season.
So did I. Man, that was Mahomes for me.
Yeah.
So he's got to start.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar's playing outside of his motherfucking mind right now. The defense sucks. I mean, to me, you got to cut Josh Allen right now. I don't think Lamar's a better football player than Josh Allen. But
He's a better. I don't know. He's up there.
I'm starting Josh Allen. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm starting Lamar. I'm
Woo!
benching Josh.
Yeah.
I'm cutting Mahomes.
You
That-
cutting
that-
Mahomes?
Deuces.
I'm sorry,
He
he's
said-
the most
I'm
talented
Lamar.
football
I'm
player.
cutting
to
Lamar,
me.
bro.
This
I was
season,
cutting
cutting
Lamar.
Mahomes
We-
until last week.
we
Yeah,
said
this man
he
was
said this
different.
season. I'm not.
You're doing some
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why
Dude,
Lamar's
this
still on my
season.
team.
Did you
this
watch
season.
that game? He makes magic happen. It's crazy.
Okay, and if Lamar didn't just play in fucking torrential downpour,
I'm talking about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. I'm not talking about Lamar.
right?
I'm
But if Lamar
arguing
Jackson
cutting-
didn't just play in torrential, you do know Lamar Jackson is 5th in the league in rushing yards right now and tied for 1st in passing touchdowns. Where the fuck they do that at?
Well, I'm looking at this. The likelihood of out of those 3 teams going to the Super Bowl, I'm taking the Chiefs and the fucking Bills. So
Yeah, and I'm
that-
taking the MVP.
Yeah, but
Lamar Jackson.
that's what he's asking because
No,
up in
I
Buffalo
agree.
they have it. An
If you
elite
were to give
defense.
Lamar Jackson Stephon Diggs, Jesus Christ,
And
look what he's
that
doing
defense
with
that's not
Devin.
giving up 20 in a
Look what he's
fourth quarter.
doing with Devin Duvernay and Rashad Bateman. Give him Stephon Diggs and a top 5.
Don't
secondary.
forget Mark Andrews, but
I mean, Travis Kelce for Mahomes. I mean,
but he doesn't. So I'm taking Josh Allen, Mahomes, and cutting Lamar.
Right, but if you gave me my team of choice, I would rather have Lamar quarterback.
Yeah, what he's asking, like you starting your own team, who are you starting, benching, and cutting? So,
for the rest
right now, Josh Allen doesn't have Stephon Diggs. He doesn't have that elite defense.
Right, you're
Mahomes
building the
had-
team, start bench cut.
right.
Like,
it's still Josh Allen though.
I agree. I think I like both of them better as a dual threat.
I mean,
than
I
do
might
Mahomes.
even be underrating Mahomes. I mean, Mahomes might have to just be started too.
Mahomes is right there, bro.
Yeah.
That
He's
mine
the
was
most talented.
mine was Mahomes,
coin flip.
Jackson, Allen.
Yeah, I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah, literally. I don't think
I
you're
mean,
wrong
all
anyway.
all these are going to be tough because right here, I'll take us to I'll just go running back then. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, and Jonathan Taylor.
That's
You
easy
said
right
it in
now.
order: Saquon, Derrick, JT.
Yeah.
That's what it is for y'all
Yeah.
across the board. Okay, receivers. I'm gonna go Diggs, Jefferson, and Cooper Kupp.
Fuck, man.
This is like a loaded question though.
It's fucking
It should be
Diggs. It's Jefferson, and it's either Jefferson, Diggs, or Diggs, Jefferson. Cup's last. You give these guys,
by
you
the
give these
system
guys
that the team
17
they're on-
targets a fucking game.
Yeah, I agree with Don on
stop
this
it,
one.
bro. Stop it.
I agree, but I'm just based off just
Diggs is starting.
If you gave these guys, if these guys were white playing for Matt Stafford, they would break
Yeah.
every record in the book.
Here's the thing. Part of it's coaching.
Oh, Sean McVay's a
and
genius.
Team
And it's
situation.
not the route running because these other Jefferson and
Diggs run better
Diggs,
routes.
yeah, by far. So that it's basically it has to come down to
Both
coaching,
of those
putting-
guys,
Diggs starts.
they're faster, they're more athletic, they have better hands, they run better routes, they
So
create more separation.
the triple crown kings getting cut
Yep.
Yeah,
across the
'cause
board. Is that
we
what I'm
saw
hearing?
what Matt I said Matt Ryan loves his number ones.
I like
Matt,
Devontae Adams. Where's he
Matt
at?
Stafford is throwing to his number one. Like he did it with Calvin. I mean, I get Sean McVay's drawn a lot of shit up.
Yeah, I
for,
mean, you're seeing it
Cooper
right
Kupp,
now.
but,
Allen Robinson is on that team.
bro, $45 million
Hello.
a year to get cardio.
I mean, I would love that.
Facts.
Hey, no hits.
Bro, and what's petty?
That's it.
Did you guys watch the game? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Monday Night Football.
Mhm.
Yeah, they only throw to this man when the game doesn't matter anymore. This man had 2 targets all game. They're down 14 and they throw the ball 5 times.
Hold on. All the targets were in the red zone. He couldn't catch any of them.
That one, the DB
had 2
played
targets
good
in the red
defense
zone.
on that. though.
Yeah, I mean, they were jump balls. He did nothing with them.
Okay, the one was in the back of the end zone, wasn't it? The one on the right sideline was great defense by the corner. It should have been a back. The first one should have been a back shoulder throw. It shouldn't have been a high point because he beat him outside. You throw that back shoulder, he's turning and he's catching it. Like
he's not contesting. I mean, he's not really jumping for anything though.
I agree with that, but again,
something's off with him.
That first one, I don't know, but there's times where he's wide open. There was a play, it was like second and 8, and Allen Robinson's got his guy beat by like 3 yards with no safety over top. Matt Stafford points upfield, and he just doesn't throw him the ball, and he throws it to Tyler Higbee, bro. I could have knocked this motherfucker out.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Man,
Allen Robinson will not touch a parlay of mine ever again.
All right. Next one, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, and Devontae Adams.
You had it backwards.
It don't matter the order. I'm asking you.
I'm saying you had it backwards. Tay, Chase, Hill.
Chase.
I mean,
Start Tay, bench Chase, cut Hill.
I want to go that way. Devontae Adams just hasn't looked good to me, other than week 1.
I don't think I'm cutting Devontae.
I mean, didn't he just do his thing against Pat Surtain?
No,
A top 5 corner? Didn't he have he had like 5 or 6 catches on Pat Surtain.
he did drop like 2 red zone passes too.
Yeah, again, I didn't get to watch much football on Sunday, so I didn't watch the game, but I literally was looking for Pat Surtain because I was going to do the would you rather on Pat Surtain. And
okay,
corners.
so that sounds good. Why isn't he doing that against these not so good corners?
Okay, so
why does he have a game with only 12?
Right, okay.
Why does he have a game with only 35 yards?
I want you to do something.
Their
Johnny.
car's trash.
I'm gonna give you some homework. Dan, you guys know who Dan Orlovsky is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, quarterback.
I don't care for his opinion.
Just go look at his film breakdown of week 2 and 3 with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. There are times where Devontae Adams is wide open. Derek Carr is looking at him, but not throwing him the ball.
Yeah, 100%.
And no one knows why. It's just, he literally broke it down. He's like, look, Devontae Adams gets inside leverage instantly on a slant. Derek Carr is looking right at him, open, and throws somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, that's just that's TV at that point. I'm sure you can do that with every receiver and every team.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
Right,
it.
but I'm
it's
saying
just
if-
something to talk about at this
But
point.
I'm saying it's not like Tay's getting worse. He's just not getting the volume these other guys are getting. That's all it is. In the game where he had 12 yards, he had one target. It's not like you're not going to sit here and tell me it's not like Tay forgot how to run routes. So he's not still one of the best route
No.
runners in the league, getting separation and getting open.
But
like we said, your
it's
quarterback
like
has to
we
get you the
saw
ball.
this coming. We
We-
knew when he left Aaron Rodgers, you're not going to be the same guy.
We knew statistically he would drop off, but he's still the same player. So if it's a start bench cut, I'm taking Tay over all of them, and I'm putting the quarterback I want to get him the ball.
Because there's been
I'll team him
plenty of
back with
times
Rodgers, and he's the best quarterback in the NFL again. Best receiver.
maybe yeah
Right.
but there's so many times you saw it. There's so many times where Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he's completely fucking smothered. Aaron Rodgers just puts the ball where no one else can get it. So that's no
And
other
Devontae
quarterback.
Adams is going and getting it. But the thing is, I mean,
No,
you
not
say
going.
that,
He's just putting it where no
and
one else can
there's
get
throws like that for sure. But I mean, we wouldn't call him one of the best route runners in the world if he was always smothered, just catching contested balls. Like this
Yeah,
man,
This
isn't
isn't the route runner. I
You
mean,
said what?
This isn't just the route running aspect of it. It's your numbers have something to do with this.
All
Right,
right.
I agree with that. But
All
I'm
right,
taking Joe
I
Burrow.
got the last one.
Well, who are you guys taking? I only got mine.
He's coming off the bench for me. I like Jamar Chase.
But you're cutting Hill.
Yep.
Okay. What about you two?
Marche starting, Hill on the bench, Adams cut.
I'm right there with Matt. That's what I like too. Hill speed, bro. No one else got it.
150 yards last game.
Who?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyreek
Tyreek Hill.
Hill's like 477 yards on the season. In 4 games, he has 477 yards. So
Yeah,
His
but
speed's
see,
different.
I'm gonna treat this just like you treat anything we say about Carson Wentz. We don't know what he is without such and such. We don't know what Tyreek Hill is without Travis Kelce or Jalen Waddle.
bro, I'm keeping Tay. I'm cutting Hill.
Okay.
You're not making this argument against me.
I
You're making
mean,
it- they're cutting.
I mean,
the
you can
best
say that,
receiver
but
in
people
football
also
last year, you
said,
guys are cutting
what
him
is
after
he
4
going to be
games.
without Mahomes? And now we've seen what he's doing with Tua now. So like,
Yeah, but you've got fucking Mike Gesicki, who is a fucking dog, and then this probably the top 3 fastest receiver in football on the other side of you.
Yeah, Johnny. So
You can't
last-
get double covered.
So mind you, the one game he had 7 yards. In 4 games, Devontae Adams has 3 touchdowns. And last week he had 9 catches for 100 yards. He just didn't have a touchdown last week. So, I mean, he had 9 catches, 5 catches, 10 catches, 141 yards, 101 yards. He has a touchdown in 3 out of the 4 games. Like, he's still putting up numbers. The Raiders just suck, so we're not talking about him.
I mean, from what I've seen a 12-yard or 11-yard game and a 35-yard game from the best receiver in football.
You seen what was it? I just had a 36 and 12.
yeah, that don't look like Devontae Adams to me. But all right, last one. I got Waller, Kelce, and Andrews.
Waller, Kelce, and Andrews. Andrews, Kelce, Waller.
Yeah. And to me, it's just because Andrews has the complete package. Like, he can block and go get the ball.
To me, it's
The
not
other-
even because of that. Neither one of them have a true number 1 wide receiver right now. Kelsey's always had Tyreek Hill. Now he doesn't. Andrews is outplaying him this year right now. Neither one of them have a great other threat other than themselves. Andrews is having the better year.
True.
I mean, and he can block, so it's a plus. But like, I mean, arguably, Kelsey's in the better situation. He's got the better quarterback. I mean, and Andrews is having a better year receiving, and he's a better blocker. It's Andrews.
Yeah, Waller's getting cut. Sorry.
It's crazy. 2 catches, 33 yards. That happened.
Who's
Tyreek Hill,
Oh,
the guy we're keeping over Devontae Adams.
I cut him.
Who has 2 touchdowns on the year, and they were both blown coverages against the Ravens. His
Yeah.
only touchdowns of the season. But okay.
Here we go. Blown coverages now. He still scored, bro. You're not going to remember that 18 weeks down the road.
I
He
will remember
scored.
that.
I
18 in a
will.
row.
They were
That's the
against the
thing.
Ravens.
I will. They
And
blew a
I-
21-point lead in the 4th quarter because they blew coverage.
I
Like,
brought it up the week they beat the Ravens only because I said any quarterback in the fucking league could have put up those numbers because of how
Mhm.
fucking blown these coverages were.
yeah, and again, man, I mean, the defense that he played. So he played 1 good secondary this year so far, and it was Buffalo. He had 30 yards.
So he's just not a good receiver now, huh?
I mean, I'm just saying we're sitting here talking about Devontae Adams, only Devontae Adams. Tyreek Hill don't look like Tyreek Hill. He had 200 yards against the Ravens. Fucking crazy ass game, not taken away from him. Blow
Yeah,
coverage.
has Devontae Adams had 200 yards yet?
Tyreek Hill hasn't had 200 yards yet. It
I
was
thought you just said
190.
Okay, well,
Does Tyreek
has
Hill
Devontae Adams?
has Tyreek Hill scored in more than one game?
He didn't have 12 yards. Say that.
Has Tyreek Hill scored in any game but one? Adams
I just asked you. Did he have 12 yards though? No, I don't think so.
Okay, Trenton.
So you value touchdowns. That's everything to you now? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, if my receivers, if they each have a bad game, right? They each have a bad game, 30 yards, right? And then you have okay, let's do it like this. Someone pull this up for me. 477 yards for Tyreek Hill, right? Tyreek Hill is 477 yards on 30 catches with 2 touchdowns. 477, 31 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Where do you getting at though? That's what I'm saying.
Devontae Adams, because we're saying Devontae Adams doesn't look like Devontae Adams.
What is that
doesn't.
average yards per catch?
I don't fucking know.
It's more than 10, so every time he touches the ball, he
15.
gets the first down.
15.
That's what you expect from Tyreek Hill.
Okay,
He's a
so does
deep
Devontae
play-
Adams. Devontae Adams is averaging 11. So like every time he touches the ball, it's
Well,
first down.
I mean, I get that, but you expect that from Tyreek Hill. He is a deep play
Right.
threat.
So he has more catches than Adams. He definitely has more yards because he's leading the league in yards. And Adams has more touchdowns.
All right. So what are you saying?
I'm saying that Tyreek Hill has no touchdowns if the Ravens don't blow coverages.
Yeah. I mean, part of like I said, part of it's an eye
I'm just
test.
saying we're not
I don't see what makes Tyreek Hill other than speed better than Devontae Adams.
I just like his speed. I mean,
If that's the case, Jalen Waddle's up there too.
So I only like touchdowns. Trent only likes speed.
you said what?
I only like touchdowns. You only like speed.
I like yards. It's gonna put your team in a better position to win. They're 3-1. The Raiders just got 1 win.
Okay, but let's see. You guys love doing this. You like wins. Who has the better team?
This is start bench cut.
The Dolphins.
This is start bench cut.
The Raiders were supposed to be the okay.
No,
It
sure,
doesn't
but
matter what
we had the
team they're
Raiders
on.
in-
Yeah, it don't matter what team they're on.
Johnny and I had the okay, you're right. It doesn't. But if we're looking at
The
numbers,
wins and shit right now don't matter.
Johnny knows situations matter. Who's on the other side of Devontae?
Like I
Adams
said,
right
you
now?
can't be double covered right now. Top 3 fucking fastest receiver in football on the other side of Tyreek Hill. He's
Yeah,
not getting
let's-
double covered ever.
So
Mike Gesicki,
Devontae Adams
6'6",
has Matt
probably the
Collins
fastest
and Hunter Renfrow
tight end
now.
in football.
Like,
I mean, they also got Darren Waller too.
I don't think. I mean, Darren. I told you guys at the beginning of this year, Darren Waller wasn't going to do shit. You clipped me on it. I told you at the beginning of the year.
I mean,
Darren
you
Waller
could say
wasn't
that,
gonna be
but
a top 10 tight end.
What has Devontae Adams done that's spectacular? They probably put up similar numbers.
Had a 10-catch game, a 9-catch game, a touchdown in 3 out of 4 games, over 100 yards in 2 games. Darren Waller hasn't done that in any game. I'd be willing to bet Darren Waller. I don't know. I'd be willing to bet Darren Waller might have one touchdown, maybe one game with more than 5 yards. I'd put $100 he doesn't have a 100-yard game. I'd put $100 he does more than 60 yards in a game.
Yeah, he does. He's had 80.
Okay, so not
That
100.
Renfro was out though, so take that into consideration.
Renfro's been out. The other guy on the other side of Devontae Adams is Mac Hollins right now.
Yes, sir.
You put Devontae Adams next to Jalen Waddle. Scary. But anyway, yeah, I can't believe you guys really just cut the best receiver in football. Like, that's crazy. Did you give yours, Ant?
I mean, I feel like
wanna
the
play.
conversation should have went more towards Tyreek Hill or Jamar Chase. It's just we left Chase in there with.
Well, Chase is benched either way. You and me said fuck Hill.
Yeah.
They said fuck Adams.
Yeah,
And Chase isn't starting. He's the middle ground. You either like route running, catch radius, abilities, or you like
Yeah.
speed. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
I like what I like.
I'm not knocking you for it. 'cause
I mean,
what-
but at
what
that
you
point,
like,
you got to
you
put
can't-
Jalen
what you
Waddle
like, you can't
in this
teach.
conversation because he has more yards. At least
He
going
would have,
into
but he
last-
got hurt last week. So that's why
Well,
Tyreek Hill went crazy.
That's where I was getting at. Going into last week, then Devontae Adams.
He got hurt.
So if we like speed, I guess
Because I could say the same thing that y'all are crazy for cutting Allen. Like, I feel like there's no wrong answer.
I mean, if you would have
Everyone has their
cut Chase,
preference.
if you would have cut Chase and kept Adams, I wouldn't have called you.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're right though, because I mean, the best thing about Devontae Adams is his route running. So if that's not a big deal to you, I mean, fast receivers get open just as much because they can just run past their linebackers.
I mean, consistency.
But who do you like, Ant?
I like Adams. You might think I'm crazy, but I mean, Chase has only been in the league for what, 2 years, 3 years now.
Mhm.
I'd borderline cut his ass too. I mean, I'd probably keep Tyreek. And the thing is, I like Chase, but you put Adams in that offense right now. I mean,
We're not putting him in any offenses. You like building your team.
But,
Yeah,
what he's saying, you're saying he took a step back. You put Adams in that offense, and it doesn't look like he lost a step.
yeah, I think it'd even be crazy. I'd take Adams. I mean, I'd probably do Adams, Chase, and Tyreek. I mean, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
But in most cases, I don't know, man. I think we sleeping on Tyreek.
I don't sleep on the guy. I mean, he's
Tyreek is
just
the
he's
most
just been in a very
explosive-
good
he's
situation.
He's the most explosive receiver.
Yeah, I mean,
And you're cutting him. That it just doesn't sound like in the right phrase that you have the most explosive receiver in football and you're going to cut him between two other guys. See the difference?
Nah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, Jamar Chase and Devontae Adams both run better routes.
Okay, so
both
take
get
his
the ball.
name out of it, right? Just look at their route running and catching, right? And
Tyreek Hill had 9 drops last year.
then so we're looking at 5'9", 180 pounds versus
Matt, wake up.
6'1", 215, and then another.
No, trust me, I hear
right.
you.
So
I hear you.
take the name out, and then
I
what
hear
sounds
you.
better then?
I mean, Tyreek. I just think about him as I feel like he changed the game a little bit with that type of speed. So.
Oh, 100% he does.
I mean, I would love to see it without Mahomes, who's arguably the best football player in the world. Travis Kelce with him. I would like to see it without probably the fastest other receiver in football on the other side as well.
Yeah, I can find a reason anywhere. But I like that, Trent. It was very controversial for sure.
Love it.
Those were elite names. That's a fact. What you got for us this week, Ant?
So let's see if it can stay undefeated. I'm going to go out on a limb this week because I honestly think this is more like a headliner. Because in some cases, I do conspiracy theories like fucking Matt does. I think it's more we're in the business of entertainment, not fucking sports. So I think you're going to see on Monday it's going to be what route does the Cowboys take? Do they keep Cooper Rush after he beats the Rams, which is my underdog pick of the week, or do they ride with Dak Prescott going into the Eagles, which is the big game of the year? So I like the Cowboys a ton. Rams, they're so hit or miss for me. It's that offensive line's busted.
So you taking
Hang
the
on,
money
hang
line?
on. I gotta say not so fast because we were talking about how the Eagles might be the best team in football last week. And
Trust me, after
I'm
watching
going
them play
Rams.
against
I'm
the
going Rams. I'm going Rams.
But after watching play against the 49ers, I'm like, man, this isn't the team that I thought that they were. And the Eagles I'm not gonna lie to you. If you took the Eagles in the first quarter, I mean, I saw some holes, but they dug it out like a good team does. The fucking Rams, I don't know what they were doing against the 49ers. That shit blew my fucking mind away.
Was I the only one who picked the Niners? You guys all picked the Rams, right?
You were. Yep.
You know what's
Did I not tell you? Kyle
every
Shanahan
primetime game.
is that motherfucker.
Listen to me, every primetime game, I end up hitting the chat and I'm saying like, fuck, Dono has the winner. Like, this is the team that's gonna win tonight. And that's why I hate these fucking primetime games, because obviously we pick picks on Tuesday night when everything changes towards the end. But yeah, that Rams team,
bro. For me, that was the easiest Monday game we've had so far because Sean McVay has literally Kyle Shanahan has beaten Sean McVay in 3 straight seasons, hasn't lost to him in the regular. He lost to him in the playoffs. 3 straight years, didn't lose to him in the regular season. He owns that motherfucker. Like, that is his son. That is his spawn.
Anyways, I like the fucking Cowboys beating the Rams this weekend. Just flat out.
That's underdog of the week.
No
I would have called you fucking stupid, but if Nick Bosa can get 14 pressures on Matt Stafford, what the fuck is Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence going to do to this motherfucker?
And the way that, I mean, I hate to say this. I mean, I guess it's easier said than done, but I don't see how any team doesn't scheme against just shutting down Cooper Kupp. Like, they don't even look anywhere else.
You saw what happened. That's why they lost the game.
Like, I get it that he's going to get his, but if you just take the downfield threat, then leave everything in front of you. I don't understand how teams just don't lock
They
down.
they came out
That
with
makes
stats.
no sense to
Cooper
me.
Kupp, when targeted 15 or more times, they are 1-5, 0-2 this year.
Yeah, what did he break his catch
Yeah.
catch record in his career? Yep, against the 49ers.
He had 14, and then he was about to get his 15th, and then they got pick sixth, and then they started throwing to Allen Robinson.
That's something I don't understand. Why the fuck was that all their starters in when the game was already like out of reach towards the end?
I don't know. I don't understand it either. They kept their starters in, so I
They're still
thought they were
throwing to
gonna.
Cooper Kupp when it's like less than a minute left and they're down
Bro,
like 10.
and he's taking hits still. Like, bro, risking it all. Yeah, I don't know. I hate your pick, but it could happen. I just hate it.
It will happen. I'm riding that one, Anthony.
I'm seeing like a 14-10 game. Nothing crazy. He's going to manage the game. Cooper Rush ain't going to blow your socks off.
I don't know. I don't see the Rams not putting up points again.
I thought the same shit against the 49ers. And I think that defense in Dallas is, I'm not going to say just as good, but I mean, it's up there.
It's good.
Yeah, the 49ers haven't given up 20 points all season.
I'm a big what's his name? Fred Warner, that
Fred
linebacker.
Warner.
Oh, yeah, he's a fucking
In that
freak,
fucking
bro.
new kid
Beast.
they're comparing
The
to Troy
safety.
Polamalu.
The safety, I can't say his name, but I know what you're talking about.
The one who got the pick six.
Yeah, the guy who got the pick six.
Yeah,
I like it.
Them boys are nice.
I think who knows? You've been hot lately with the streak, so I can't doubt you.
Nah, there's a lot of sketch bets. Like, don't be scared of a couple of these lines.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of sketchy ass bets this week. And like, I don't understand like a lot of these teams should be favored by a lot more, or it should be like flip flopped. And you guys are gonna notice it when you pick games. Because, like, for example, that Lions team should be favored against a third string quarterback.
I think so too.
That's why I think it's
I'm taking it.
shit.
Yeah, I'm taking it. They're the underdog.
The sharp money will hit that, and that line will be even by Sunday. Take it now, because that line it'll be a pick. That line will be fucking one.
It's already in for me. I had a free bet. I threw that bitch right in there.
Cool.
Smack them.
What you got, John?
Believe it or not, this is not biased, but
Yeah.
so it's really not. Ohio State is now the favorite to win the national championship, right? Coming into the season, week 1, they've got number. They're coming as the number 2 team versus number 5 Notre Dame.
Mhm.
You win this, they're the only team as of now. Week 5 just finished. They're the only team in the country who has won all their games by double digits, right? So they come in week 1 versus number 5 team in the country, beat them by double digits. Doing so, they drop to the 3rd spot. So I
You
take
could say
that.
it yourself. It was an unimpressive win, but you guys were missing pieces. But it was unimpressive.
It doesn't matter, right? Because this is why it doesn't matter. They stay at number 3 now. Alabama just they went to Texas, unranked team, down I think down 6 with like 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Go and score. They beat them 2019. Why didn't they move? That's an unimpressive win, right? Unranked team. You only win with 2 minutes left in the fucking game.
No argument for me.
Right. But Ohio State beats number 5 team and by double digits. And
didn't Notre Dame like immediately go unranked after that?
No, they lost the following week.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But still, if they win this next game, they're going to be back in the top 25.
All right, cool. It was literally just a genuine question. I didn't know.
I'm just confused as to why they move.
I don't like how college's preseason rankings anyway.
Like,
they have to rank the teams. Like
my issue with it is,
yeah, power rankings. Like you can do that, but like in the NFL, like you don't have a number 1 seed before games played.
Well, they don't have seeds during the season, or I guess it's like, yeah,
right.
like
But I'm saying instead of having, because I saw something. It's correct me if I'm wrong. Kansas is undefeated.
Yes.
And there's a team in the.
It's because of where they are at the start of the season. So there's like 150 some FBS schools, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
If they're 140 and they win 2 games, that's only jumping them up to like.
Right,
70.
but that's what I'm saying. But you got guys that are, for instance, Notre Dame was 5. They aren't that good. They shouldn't have been ranked 5.
Right.
They're falling down. You had Kansas ranked at 140. They're 5-0 now. They have to keep winning, and they might get ranked. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, by that time, they would be in the conversation. They keep winning.
Okay,
they're gonna.
That's my only thing about the ranking.
My biggest thing with it is I was listening to a specialist talk about it or whatever. It's supposed to, at the end of each week, it's supposed to be like a snapshot of how you looked, and that's where you should be ranked, right? So that's fine. You take Ohio State, take them back because they didn't look that impressive
Right.
by winning 2 scores. But if it's supposed to be a snapshot of how you look that week, and then at the end of the year, you're going to look at your full body of work and then rank you. So you're telling me Missouri versus Georgia, the snapshot of this week, how Georgia looked.
I thought they were gonna lose, bro.
Right. They scored. So you're telling me they're still the second best team in the country after Ohio State just went in. It was only Rutgers, but they both played unranked teams, and you beat them by fucking 40.
Yeah, I think there should be more movement between the rankings.
Right. Well,
Like you said, like
if you want to look at full body of work, fine, keep them there. But when you tell me it's supposed
week
to be a
in, week
snapshot,
out. Right, for sure.
One team, and if that is the case, why did you just move them to the favorite to win the national championship?
My thing is,
you're telling me you think they're the best team in the country. Fucking put them where they're supposed
the
to be.
fucking rankings are wild to me because you said you guys were second.
Yes.
Who was one when you guys were 2 at the beginning of the year? Was it Bama? I'm assuming.
Oh, it was Georgia.
Was it Georgia?
No, Bama started first. Yes.
You guys were second, and Georgia was third.
Yeah.
You guys haven't lost.
No. Beating everybody by double digits.
Nobody's lost yet. So for you guys to have fallen back off of beating a ranked team doesn't make sense.
And one thing, I know why they're the favorite now. I know why they're the favorite now is because All-American running back is out and Smith and Jigba hasn't played. So they're not dumb. They can see in the future what Ohio State's going to be.
Right.
But don't tell me it's a snapshot of how you look this previous week.
No, I feel you 100%
you're gonna
on
say
that.
Georgia is still the number 2 team in the fucking country when they just almost lost to an unranked team.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's going to clean up our segments for the week. Go ahead and talk briefly about last week's games. I went 10-6 in the pick'em. Won the pick'em last week. Trent 9-7. This is the first week we had some fucking losers, man. Some negative picks.
It's called taking chances, bitch.
Some below 500 picks.
No, it's crazy because Ant said last week, I'm done taking wild picks.
Ant literally said,
Chances, I gotta make some ground up.
I don't want to talk shit because I was only 1 win away from you, but having double digits loss looks crazy.
Looking back at the games.
Bro, Johnny, you're right, because you went 7. Looking at 6-10, that is crazy.
Bro, the losses I had were the teams I thought were the locks.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's how it be too.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Shit's wild.
All right, let's do it.
Yo, to be fair though, your shit wasn't even that bad. The last week was a wild week. Like you really could have went anywhere.
Well,
just cut
50
different
games. Like like the Saints lost off of some doink shit off the fucking.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. If I would have known, and you're probably the same way. If Jameis Winston wasn't playing and Alvin Kamara were not playing, I'm not picking the Saints.
No, I knew Jameis wasn't playing.
We knew Jameis wasn't playing.
I didn't know that.
They ruled out Alvin Kamara 5:30 in the morning on East Coast time.
Yeah, so if you had Alvin Kamara in your lineup when you went to sleep, you woke up with him not playing.
Yeah, you took the L.
He was a game time decision.
No, I did. I changed him.
Yeah, I was up early too, but like if you did, most people aren't up that early.
They said he was going to be available, and then last minute you got fucking.
But all right, so this week.
Well, run down the games this week.
We're gonna start it out right Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? Colts at the Broncos. I'll go ahead and start it off. You know what I'm saying? Taking the Broncos at home.
This was almost going to be my lock, actually.
Broncos at home?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the Broncos at home against the Colts. I'm not letting you guys know I don't expect Jonathan Taylor to play. I don't think. I mean, it's an ankle injury. I don't think they're gonna risk him coming in for this. I think they're gonna hope their defense can hold a poor offense and just have it be a low scoring game. But I like the Broncos at home.
I'm rocking with the Broncos as well.
We're putting our own in, correct? So no fuckery goes on here.
That's what
I can't put my own in because I got my shit in separate notes. I have to keep going back and forth between.
Well, I mean, this is like the last thing anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got, Ant? So we got Broncos, and Broncos.
I am taking the Colts money line. It's their backs are against the wall. They are winning that game. No Javonte Williams. You guys are forgetting about that. Melvin Gordon's
about it.
Straight ass. And I think Jonathan Taylor plays. I don't give a fuck if he's running on one leg. They're winning that game flat out.
Jonathan Taylor is a difference in this game.
Dude, like, I know the Colts suck, but the Broncos don't suck. They just look inept. Their offense just looks like dog shit.
Right, but I think this is gonna sound terrible. I think Javonte Williams going down is the best thing that could happen to this offense.
That's a bold-faced lie.
It's giving them the okay, Russell, we just lost our back. We don't have faith in Melvin Gordon. He fumbles too much. You are going to win us games.
And that's why they lost to the Raiders.
And they lost the Raiders.
They lost to Raiders because
Melvin Gordon fumbled.
They had their backs against the wall.
Bro, but
They
one play doesn't.
They should have
Yeah,
never.
one play doesn't dictate the game, bro.
Yeah,
that happened in the
the
third
Raiders'
quarter.
back
It
is
was a
against the
scoop
wall. They're
and-
0
In the third
4.
quarter.
Exactly, and that's what's gonna happen with the Colts, Johnny. I'm telling you right now.
Colts aren't 0-4.
I mean, it feels like they're fucking 0-4. They have one win, don't they?
Who's better, the Raiders or the Colts?
I like the
now?
Raiders. Raiders.
I mean, it's fucking close. They're both shit teams.
Right, and that's a division matchup, bro. I like the Broncos. I like that you like the Colts though, because you'll just keep falling farther
You
and farther
said
behind.
you said the Raiders and Colts, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's the Broncos Colts. I like the Broncos winning. I'm saying
No,
you're
he's saying
saying
who's the better team.
yeah,
Raiders
you're
are-
saying
okay.
you're taking points away from the Broncos for losing to the Raiders, but the Raiders are better than the Colts.
Right. Yeah.
And without a scoop, I mean, the Broncos or the Raiders are about to score again. Or the Broncos are. And
Johnny,
Melvin Gordon fumbles.
you're a big betting trend guy, and you're being a hypocrite right now because all the money's on the fucking Broncos, like their spread right now, and it's not budging whatsoever. They've gotten it's like 87% of the money right now.
I'm not being a hypocrite.
You just said you're taking betting trends and teams that don't fucking cover. It's the Colts.
Yeah, so I don't do that for everything though, because I mean 70%, 30% of those are wrong. This is what this to me. It doesn't look like a trap yet. And you sent me a text on Thursday. Yo, the Bengals are gonna. I could very well send that text on Thursday. Like
Well,
I
then
fucked
fucking
up.
post that shit because it's gonna be coming.
But I like the Broncos at home, man. Like I said, I think they get the identity. I think Russell Wilson takes control of this team. I think Jerry Jeudy. We see the Jerry Jeudy Johnny's been waiting for all year. I think we see it. What you got, Matt?
I got the Broncos.
You got the Broncos.
Sure do.
Sure
Right
do.
there with you, big dog.
So 4-1 Broncos to Colts.
I like it.
I
You know what's
don't.
shitty about these pick'ems? Like, if I could lock in the spread, I'd lock in the spread.
So I was gonna ask, do you guys want that? I feel like that would have made things messy.
Nah,
Dude, because
Nah.
I'm telling you, all my fucking games would win if we were doing the spread.
nah. Keep
Nope.
keep
I
it
would.
how it
See,
is.
I feel that way,
No,
but the line
let's keep going.
changes from now to Sunday.
I feel like for the pick'ems, it's cool to do just the teams.
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
For sure.
Giants at the Packers.
Pack attack.
Packers all day, baby.
That might be across the board. Packers.
Packers.
Yeah, it's the Packers.
I like it. I was waiting for someone to say some nonsense.
I do like the Giants spread a little bit though.
I love the Giants spread.
-8's a lot of fucking points for on offense. That's just like
Yeah, and against an offense that's just gonna run the fucking ball. Like, no, love that. Lions at Patriots. I like the Lions.
Yep. Underdog too.
Matt
Yep.
threw it into the ticket.
Matt-
like I
yeah,
said,
Matt
I'm
has it
trailing
in the
that. I'm not putting
parlay.
any juju against this. I'm going Lions.
Lions,
is
baby.
everyone the Lions?
Yeah.
All right, then fuck it. I'll just get the Lions. I had the Patriots, but I'm not jinxing our fucking parlay. I will go the Lions.
Chargers at the Browns. Home dog, 3 points.
Is Keenan Allen back?
Yeah, it's questionable, but hopefully.
Eckler looked good. I'm going with the Chargers.
This is such a sketch line too.
So
I got the Browns.
I don't hate
the
you for that. Bro.
Browns.
I don't hate you for that.
It was
we were
tough. It
picking,
wasn't
if we were
easy.
picking
Yeah,
on
'cause
Saturday
Bose
and
is
I
out
knew,
too.
if we were picking on Saturday and I knew Keenan Allen was playing the Chargers, I wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah, I actually have the Browns too.
All right. Before I give mine, is Miles Garrett playing?
That's the fucking risk we have to take. Him or Clowney. Are they both playing?
So we don't know right now.
Mm-mm. But we do know no Rashawn Slater and no center for the Chargers.
That's still fuck me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
It's
tough.
and it's only +3.
Mm-hmm.
And you get 3 points as a home favorite or a home team anyways.
Like I said, home dogs 3 or less win at 60 or 59.8%. So it's right there on that. That's right there on that cusp. But
Fuck.
I'm going
Chargers.
Chargers. I'm going
Yeah.
Chargers. Just the bet. I think they're just a better team. I like Herbert over Brissett. But again, they just want a fucking shootout against the Texans. So who fucking knows?
Don, I think you're the same as me. right now, so I'll just fill yours in.
If not, I got mine written down, so I'll just go check it after. All right, Texans at the Jags.
This should be pretty easy.
Oh, Jags. For
Jags.
me. Yeah.
The Jags.
Jags.
Something different. Donna, please just pick something different.
So I hate this. I'm
Man, if
going
you're
the
thinking-
Jags.
I'm about to say, if you're thinking that hard about it, you might as well just go ahead and pick it.
Make sure you lock and clip it too, so we know what's in there.
I'm going the Jags, but I don't like it.
Shut up. No, I don't like it.
Falcons at Bucks across the board.
Yes, sir.
Bucks, baby.
Matt, Falcons, Bucks.
Bucks.
I mean, his are all filled in, but obviously they can't see.
Yeah, I'm like looking at them right now.
Oh shit. Steelers at Bills.
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 Yes, sir.
Kenny Pickett
Bills.
starts 1-0.
Hey, I will tell you this.
Tyke, I lied.
Trent, you'll love this. I will take the Steelers plus 14 this week.
Yeah, that's a
Do
lot
you
of
know
points,
this
bro.
is the,
Two
did you
tutties.
guys see that? This is the first time the Steelers since the Super Bowl merger in
Have been that.
1970 have ever been favored or underdogs of more than 13.5 ever in the history of the.
And it's a letdown game. It's what they call a sandwich game in Vegas. They played the Chiefs the following week. So this is what they overlook. This game's going to be a little closer. I'm telling you right now.
Dolphins
I
at
see
Jets.
like 10.
They're not going.
I like the Jets.
Fuck you, Johnny. Thought I was different. I also like the Jets.
I like the Jets too.
I like the Jets too.
Bro, what?
Hold on, whoa. Is everyone picking the Jets?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, then I'm taking the Dolphins.
Be that guy.
Fucking crazy.
I need to catch up some games somewhere.
That is nuts that we all just I definitely didn't think we'd all take the Jets.
I'm taking Dolphins.
I love that for you. I'm about to
Lock
fucking
it.
ride with you. Yeah, fuck that. Johnny, put me in for the Dolphins.
God damn it. Just fucking hop off my line, bro.
Go to the Jets if you want to, Ant, but
No, I gotta pick Dolphins. All right, next game.
Bears at Vikings.
That's a pretty easy one.
Yeah. That's Vikings, Johnny, for me.
Vikings.
I'm going with the Bears. I like the Bears.
Yes.
You did not have that in your notes. You did that to be different. I love it. I love that.
I don't have anything in my notes. I'm going when I
write
do
that
pick them,
down.
I just go
Write that
straight pick
down right now. I want to see it.
Bears.
I need to see it pull up.
They struggled with the Saints last week. Came down to the field goal. I'm taking the Bears.
The Bears are not the Saints.
The Saints without Kamara, Winston,
Bro, and
Michael
the
Thomas. I'm taking.
Fucking okay.
it's fine.
Justin Fields in 4 weeks of football has 34 completions
They beat the 49ers.
in a monsoon,
Doesn't matter. They beat the 49ers. Don't care.
in a hurricane. It's not going to be a hurricane.
Don't care. It wasn't Hurricane Ian. They won the game.
I love how you just don't care about the situations of football. You just look. You are the
They
guy that
won
looks
the
at the
game.
number. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
They
I
won the
mean,
game.
it's
They
but yeah,
played
but
in
it's
it
like
too.
yeah,
The
they
49ers
played
played
in it
too.
too.
All right.
I mean,
Next one.
That wouldn't have been an issue if the 49ers had went into fucking Chicago and beat them in a monsoon or a hurricane.
Bro,
And
my
Justin
thing
Fields
is
looked
though is
bad.
that in a game where you have to run the ball because you can't throw because of the weather, when you make Justin Fields throw the ball, this man has 34 completions in 4 games of football. That is less than 9 completions a game
Yeah,
on
he's good.
average. Like that is terrible, bro. I don't care what you say to me. Like in 2022, there's no shot. Anyway, Titans
Wait a
at
second.
Washington.
What was the Falcons score this past week?
Titans at Washington.
It was like 21-20 or some shit like that, or 21.
Right, and their quarterback completed 7 passes in 2022.
Yeah, okay. That's not sustainable, and you know that.
Yeah, I do know that,
Right.
but
That's all I'm saying.
it does happen.
Yeah, but he's averaging that. What's Mariota averaging? I bet it's more than 7.
You give Justin
Titans
Fields
at Washington.
6'6" and 6'5" fucking targets to throw to.
But he doesn't have that. I can't give him that. I'm not saying he's a better quarterback or worse quarterback than Mariota. His situation sucks. They suck. Like, I'm not comparing quarterbacks. I'm comparing the fucking Bears suck and they won't win that game is what I'm saying. Because Fields, I do not trust him to throw the football on that roster because that roster is terrible, front to back. Anyway,
I'll take him
Titans
over
at
Wentz.
Commanders. Who over Wentz?
Justin
That's a
Fields.
fact.
What are you
Okay,
talking about?
Cool.
With
Glad you
those
said that.
receivers, you're not taking Justin Fields?
No.
I haven't seen Justin Fields do a fucking thing ever.
But, oh, you said his situation. That's what you just said.
Right, but I haven't. I mean, his Carson Wentz has had shitty
You didn't see-
situations.
Okay.
He's in a much better situation right now and still looks
And he
terrible.
has the worst offensive line in football.
Justin Fields will get
Titans
around.
at,
Man.
Titans at Commanders. I got the Commanders.
I got the Titans. Thank you.
Titans.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Matt, who you got, bro?
I got the Titans.
Johnny.
I'm going
Go ahead,
Titans.
Ant. Go ahead, Ant.
Dude, I'm more of a fucking fan than Donovan. I fucking pick them every week this fucking season.
So
Go
have I.
ahead. Lock it in, baby.
you
Except
did
for when
not.
we played Philly.
Okay, that's what I said. Yeah. All right, I'll take the fucking Commanders.
Yeah, baby. I took him. I'm with you on it.
Yeah, we can lose together. Look at Donna. Cheese and
It's not losing
but-
together. I'll straight bet any of you motherfuckers.
I'm
Okay,
just,
bet
I'm just
Donovan.
doing zag.
Donovan, bet 20 on it.
Seahawks Saints.
Bet 20 on it. Hold
Seahawks
on, bet
Saints.
20. Bet
Bet
20.
it. Bet it.
Don't skip over it. You just said you bet anyone. Bet 20 real quick.
Yo, and
All
front my
bet.
22. So
That's
make it
a bet. That's a bet. Give me Vegas odds.
No. You just said I'll bet any one of y'all. Y'all didn't say I'll bet you the spread
Why
against
would I
all
put
y'all.
20 on you to win 20 when I could put 20 on
Because you
Vegas
just
to win
said
50?
I'll bet any one of y'all motherfuckers.
Okay, so you want me to put 20?
Dono.
I'll put. How about that? Instead of betting
Listen.
you, I'll put 20 on
Yo,
Vegas.
Dono, front my
Okay,
22. bro.
then don't say that. Those
Don't
were the
talk.
words
Yeah,
from
that's what
your
I'm saying.
mouth.
Don't talk then.
Facts,
Front my
facts,
20 then. Front my 20 then.
facts. Yeah, front your 20. Seahawks at Saints.
I am taking the Saints.
Is
Seahawks
Jameis
just
playing
on
this week?
45.
Yeah, what's the injury report? Kamara, Jameis.
There isn't
Michael
one.
Thomas?
Injury report doesn't come out until
Nobody
Wednesday,
knows?
bro.
They have a better chance of Kamara playing, but yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm still going Saints.
I'm going Saints regardless. Yeah, I'm with you.
Saints for me too as well.
Yep. Saints will cross. 49ers at Panthers.
49ers.
This will be the first time I will bet against my fucking team.
49ers.
I'll take the Niners.
49ers. That should be easy. I feel
Bro,
like.
do we
Raider.
have different games? 49ers.
I do like the spread though for the Panthers.
Bro, how are you going to expect a different game on that one?
I'm
Yeah.
saying I don't think there's very many in general.
I'm done with that shit.
Anthony, I'm done being different.
Said the Commanders. I'm picking them over the Panthers now.
Oh wait.
I'm-
What was that?
I'm done being a Panthers fan. They're not fucking firing Rule anytime soon.
Actually, I heard that he's the no, not him.
You see, they haven't heard from the owner since April. He's just like staying quiet.
Yeah. Did you hear what did you hear what Irsay just came out and said?
Ursay
Yeah, for the Colts.
was no.
Fuck Frank Reich and fuck what's their GM's name? He said if we don't turn around my entire roster, including fucking Matt Ryan, is on the hot seat. Saw it on Twitter this morning.
Yeah, that's what Dave Tepper needs to fucking say too. But anyways, what's next? Eagles. Yep.
Eagles at Cardinals.
I'm going Cardinals.
Yeah,
I'm going Cardinals.
I got Cardinals too, actually.
Yeah, I'm going Cardinals.
I like their spread. I mean, you guys are wild. All right.
I'm going Cardinals.
They gotta lose at some point. They're the only undefeated team left in football.
Yeah, I like the Eagles. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I like
Wow.
the Eagles.
Wow.
Big
Cowboys.
James Conner week.
Cowboys at Rams.
Cowboys.
Rams, baby.
This one's tough.
Give me them boys.
This to me was the hardest game of the week.
Yeah, this is tough.
Really? I think this Ravens Bengals game is gonna be catch too, bro.
Fuck no.
Mm-mm.
I actually feel that too, Anthony.
Ravens off of L. I'm taking them.
I'm taking the Ravens. I'm just saying. I don't know how.
Yo, I got a question for you, John. This is a question that I don't know why you guys didn't even fucking bring up. Is with these questionable calls in the fourth quarter, is John Harbaugh on the hot seat?
Fuck no.
Are you out of your mind?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's so. You know the biggest thing I hate about living near Baltimore is how wish-washy these fucking fans
Oh
are.
yeah, bro. But you gotta think.
Dude.
So
I'm just letting you know. It's all over like the media down here. It's like, yo, John Harbaugh's questionable takes, loses another game.
yeah, so that's the thing, right? It'd be different if he was consistent, but not this past week. But the week before, he lost because he kicked the field goal. This week he loses because he doesn't kick the field goal.
Okay, so here's why he's not on the hot seat, in my opinion. You were the most hurt team in NFL history last year. You can't put that season on him. And then this year you've lost to two
Bro.
very good, regardless of what the situation was. You lost to two very good football teams so far. You can't knock what he's done for the last 14 years. He's won.
Bro,
and
all
the
you
guy
have to
has
do is look
won-
at Lamar Jackson's win-loss record as a starter.
Yeah.
That
What
is
was so questionable last week though?
They did. Then
his
he went for it on
down
fourth
run.
and goal. He went for it on
Yeah.
fourth and goal.
But I'm saying, to me, I feel like it's kind of smart in a way.
And, I
to
mean,
take
and
They-
you
if
saw
they
it
the
in that
field
game.
goal.
If
It
they
wasn't
kick
even
the
that.
field,
It
if they
was
kick
his.
the field goal, they're up.
No, their time
They-
management.
he was-
Their
he
time
was-
management was fucking
I-
awful.
Yeah, but that's what kick
Either
the
him
field
or
goal.
Lamar was mic'd up last year, and
Yeah.
I'm assuming probably the same conversation. He asked Lamar,
Yeah.
on,
Hey, do
on
you
a
want
fourth-
this?
You
Lamar
want to go
said
for
yes.
this? Yep.
Well, I'm
But
saying I was
he has
getting
faith
at
in
like
he has faith in his guys. I mean, I'm never gonna knock him for that. That is the problem with living in Baltimore, though. You're right. Is that fans anywhere
I'm
like that are
sorry.
wishy-washy.
They can feel however they want.
It's borderline.
Look at these
Those are the
last
same
15
fans
15
that
years.
booed
He is a
Lamar in the
winner.
playoff game. Those are the
Dude,
same fans that booed Lamar and demanded Flacco come back in that playoff game.
You know what's
They're fucking
crazy?
jackasses.
Like living near Baltimore and like being in the city all the time. I've never seen a fan base that hates an MVP caliber quarterback. There's not a person in the city that likes that guy.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Is that not fucking crazy?
That's actually pretty wild. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, whenever he first, I've always liked him, but whenever I didn't like the fact that he only became a starter because Flacco went down. Baltimore was winning games, Flacco goes down, and then they continue to win. But I felt like his poor play should have lost him the starting job instead of an injury.
I thought it was foreplay.
You guys weren't he got hurt, but you guys
No, he
weren't
got
winning
hurt.
games.
They weren't losing games. I think
You guys were what, 3
Hold
and
on, hold on,
3,
he- hold
3
on,
and
he
4
got-
when Lamar came in?
Was this his first start?
Lamar went 9 and 1 or 7 and 1 his rookie year.
Now I was definitely at the game when he came in. Joe Flacco did.
they
not.
didn't have a losing record.
Bro, what year was that? What year was his rookie year? I'll look it up.
Joe Flacco didn't get hurt when he came in. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Nah, he did. Joe
Yes, he
Flacco
did.
got hurt, and that's why Lamar played.
I was
Joe-
at the game. It was in Carolina. He did not get hurt. They asked him to come back in. They were down. He never came back in.
What year was that?
2019
It was Halloween.
or 2018. 2019 was the MVP year, right?
2018.
Yeah, didn't he win MVP in 2019?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
2018 because in
2018.
18 he played in 16 games.
Yeah, it was Halloween. Whatever Halloween weekend was, because I was actually at the game.
You say 2018 he played in 16 games?
That's what it says.
Anyways, but yeah, next game.
You haven't given us the Rams. Oh, you got Cowboys. Matt, you got Cowboys.
Back to the boys.
Yeah.
Who you got? Trent Rams.
yeah, so Rams.
I'm going Rams too.
So we'll be wish-washy because
got
you guys took
Rams.
the Cardinals.
Don't worry about what I'm taking.
Bengals,
you take what
Ravens.
you take. I'm going. I'm going with the Ravens. You want to copy
I'm
me?
going with
Copy me.
Ravens.
Who'd you take, Don, in the last game? Rams, Cowboys?
Rams.
It's at the bank. It's at the
Yeah.
bank too. That's the only thing that's sketch. Who you taking in this Ravens Bengals game, Don?
Ravens. They're at home. They just took a bad L at home.
Yo, then why is it a pick'em game?
And again, I hate that we're doing it now
Why is it a pick'em game?
because it's at
'Cause
home.
They,
The
and
Bengals
they think
Bengals
the
are coming
Bengals
off
caught their
wins.
stride.
Yeah, the Bengals are coming off back-to-back wins.
And you look at what the Bengals did to him last year.
I know.
Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow went fucking bananas against them.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Bengals because your secondary is fucking god awful.
They're back this year.
And what's crazy, it's like I thought you guys were hurt, but it's your guys.
They're just bad. Yeah.
They're just. Yeah, Marcus Peters is fucking god awful. All he is a bad attitude running around. That's all he is.
Last game of the week. Who we got?
Raiders at the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yo, who put this in the notes? Who filled in Matt shit for him?
I filled it in myself.
Am I
Chefs.
tripping?
Chefs.
Yeah, no, I just can't spell.
All right.
I like
Hey,
it.
it's past my bedtime, y'all. Y'all have no idea.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Matt fade in like an hour ago.
Anyway, Don, who you got? You still looking for Baltimore not having a losing record? When Lamar came in.
I got the Chiefs.
Bro, this game is tough for me.
Bro, I really
Really?
I like the Raiders, man.
I know they play them hard, but
They can't keep losing games if they want any shot. I like the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the better team, so I'm going with the Chiefs. Monday night, I like that, but
Man, you can say that about a whole bunch of teams. It's like if you guys really
Yeah.
think if the Colts are going to win that division, they got to start winning fucking games too.
I told you were right about Jacksonville winning that division. So
I like the
love
Raiders.
Colts.
Put me down. I got the Raiders. Locking that in. The Raiders.
And Don, I think. Never mind. I thought we were the same on every game except Washington.
Well, that's not good. What games do we have different? Because if it ain't 4, you be fucking up.
Damn.
Motherfucker, we were tied just other than this past week. I'm not hearing it. We have the Jets, Dolphins different, and
Yeah, look, Donna has the one good week, bro, and he's chirping. You can tell he's definitely a Washington fan for sure.
It's not one good week. I've been consistent as fuck. 9-7, 9-7, 9-7, 10-6.
Yeah,
I've been,
but I'm saying
I've been consistently there every week, just over 500.
yeah.
Yeah, Johnny, I was definitely right.
you weren't.
How many games did Lamar Jackson start?
When
Why does it keep saying?
I'm telling you, the first game he made.
I thought they were 5-2 when he came. I thought
he made an appearance when
I think 2 games before he came in. I could be wrong. Flacco came back, threw a fucking dart in the back of the end zone versus the Vikings.
He came in against Carolina. Just to let you know. We're known for hurting your for the Baltimore quarterbacks. We heard.
All right, Donna. I know you could probably spend a year looking this up, but about that time.
2018, Jackson made his NFL debut, retrieving starting quarterback Joe Flacco in the second half of a 47-3 victory against the Bills.
Just the Bills, not the.
It was definitely against Carolina.
This is when he made his debut because you guys are beating the shit out of the Bills. That's why it says he played in 16 games, which is why I can't find his actual win-loss.
That's his debut.
Yeah, that's when he first came in. It doesn't say when he fucking replaced God. I hate the fucking internet. That shouldn't be that hard to find. You guys went 10-6 that year, and I know Lamar only lost 1 game. So Flacco had 5 losses.
Cool.
Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, rate, and review. I haven't seen too many comments lately, so drop your comments, drop your fan questions, Cash App, your picks for the pool. Let me see it all. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next week.
Hold up. I just want to thank you for coming on, Matt. You know what I mean?
Gang.
For real.
I appreciate you, Matt, even though you're a fucking Dallas fan.
Hey, it's all good.
And I love the background. That's the best background I've seen all year. You know, I love it.
It's definitely better than
Bro,
Prince.
I was staring at that all. It sure is. I've been
Every
staring
time
at
the
that
Commanders lose, record this and just send it to Donna.
Yeah, that's a good
plan.
plan. He'll be getting one this week. This week.
Washington's gonna be 2-3. Dallas is gonna be 3-2 or 1 game behind. I ain't tripping on it.
Hey, Donovan, it's just good when you just don't
tripping
speak.
at one point because when I hear 4-0 to 2-2, now you are 1-3. You got to start tripping at some point.
Yeah, you know.
And I said if we lose to these Titans and we go 1-4, because our schedule is so bad that if we lose this game, I'm hitting the panic button. But I'll still pick us to beat the Bears. So I'll be saying the same shit next week.
Yeah, you should stop.
If you lose this week,
man right there,
you better
Anthony.
start panicking